who had 24 points, AZ Fudd 16. The usual suspects.
9-0 run by UConn in the last minute 22. The Huskies have made their last 3 field goals, while Providence has turned it over 3 times in the last minute 45.
2 steals by Demery and 1 by Reed.
The Huskies able to foil Providence after they beat pressure. So this thing is not over. Don't go anywhere. Minute 27 left. Both teams in a double bonus. Providence leading 86-84. Corey Floyd a moment ago went to the bench holding his wrist. Let's see if he comes back here. He is coming back, but you can see he's favoring his left wrist. Well, they miss him defensively for sure.
Providence with 9 turnovers in the second half, 16 in the game, and we just identified the turnovers in the last couple of minutes. Turnovers and missed free throws. That's been one of the keys to UConn's comeback here from down 13.
All right, so Huskies go full court pressure again. They've had major minutes played by 4 men. 34 by Demery, 32 by Reed, 35 by Caravan, 35 by Mullins. And so it'll be Stephen Vox to inbound to our right. A 30-second timeout remaining for Providence. UConn's got 2. Vox to our right on the baseline, looking to get it in, and he does get it in. Sellers across the timeline, right to left. Pulls him on the right sideline, guarded by Demery. Between the rings, bounce past Vox, left wing, outside the arc. Vox puts it on the floor, starts to his right, wants to shoot a 3. He does. He missed it, and the rebound, Floyd got it. Back to Sellers for 3, good. Providence gets a big rebound, and then they convert a triple. A minute to go, 89-84. Demery back to Caravan for 3. Caravan answers! Oh, bullseye by Captain America. It ain't over yet. 89-87. 54.7 left.
Caravan 2 for 11 against Marquette Sunday, 0 for 5 from three-point range. Well, he turned that around pretty quickly, and he'd been shooting the ball so well. 58% from the floor and 59% from 3 in the 5 games before that. But Captain has 23 points now, is 5 of 7 from three-point range. So the offensive rebound by Floyd, who hadn't scored in the second half, set that three-pointer up by Sellers, who's 3 for 6 from three-pointers. He's got 11, but Caravan comes back, answers, and gets it down to 2 again with 54.7 to go.
A season high for Alex Caravan. Silas Demery, 3rd time he's had double-digit assists in the season, and the 8th time he's been a double-figure scorer with 19. He's had 7 or more assists now, 6 times, Demery. I think he's just what the doctor ordered as a point guard. UConn needed to upgrade, and he came from Georgia. He's working his way into it. UConn has won 10 in a row. They're 4th in the country. They're facing a major challenge tonight, and Demery has stepped up.
This game is so similar to the Arizona game at Gamble, where Arizona got out to a 13-point lead. UConn came back late, had a lead, and then couldn't finish it off, and Arizona gave UConn its only defeat of the year. It was a 13-point game with 8:25 to go, 73-60. Providence on top. Huskies have come back twice to cut it to 2.
All right, UConn's got to get a stop and then a chance to tie or somehow go ahead. What a game. 89-87. If you like offense, you like to be in the building tonight.
Both bigs have 4 personal fouls. Orense from Providence and Reed for UConn.
It's Mullins, Stewart, Demery, Caravan, Reed. And Corey Floyd inbound the ball to our right on the baseline. And they do get it in to Sellers. He runs across the timeline, right to left. 24 to shoot, 48 left in the game. Sellers yo-yos the dribble out near center court. He's got Demery in front of him. He wants to make a move. He starts to his left. Caravan off the switch, driving inside. Ball is lost. Shot no good. Rebound UConn. And the Huskies have it with 30 seconds left. And Demery will get it to the front court. It's in Mullins' hands with 24 seconds left. Now Stewart. Hands to Demery. Circles to his right. Silas fires to Caravan for 3. Caravan in and out. Rebound Reed. Good. And UConn's tied it at 89. 11 seconds left. Floyd running up to the front court. Tries to attack Mullins. He knocks him over. No call. He puts up a shot. No good. Rebound Huskies on the run out. Demery at the buzzer. Oh, he hit the back of the rim. He almost put it in. We're going overtime. Wow. You got to be kidding me. Demery threw it up from 40 feet and hit the back of the rim. And we've gone to overtime as UConn comes back from the dead here in Providence.
Caravan missed the three that would have given UConn the lead, but there was the weak side rebound by Terrace Reed Jr., his team high, game high, 8th rebound of the game, and he got the putback from the left side of the hoop. And then Floyd missed the jumper at the other end with 6 seconds to go, and Demery, who else, got the defensive rebound. And Silas then launched one from midcourt that didn't come too far away from going in. It went off the back iron. It was a pretty good look.
That would have been a heck of a way to win a game, that's for sure. Timeout, overtime coming. 89 apiece, 5 minutes more from Brown, Penderas, and Scott. This is UConn men's basketball on Learfield.
Welcome to the Chevy Lightning Round. Guess the clues to win. First team, you're up.
Powerful, commanding, unstoppable.
Silverado.
Adventurous, fun, techie.
Trailblazer.
Stylish, nimble.
Trax.
Innovative, electric.
Blazer EV.
Lightning Round champions. You've guessed all the right Chevy clues. Wherever the year takes you, explore it together in the Chevy of your choice. Visit your Connecticut Chevy dealers.
Husky pride is in full swing. Academic minds are hard at work and play. As a supporter of all things Husky, Travelers is proud to sponsor UConn and its exciting sports programs. From football to basketball to hockey, we're Husky all the way. Travelers in UConn, committed to the young people who are the future of Connecticut.
Play-by-play coverage of UConn men's basketball rolls on. Now, let's go back to our Connecticut Chevy dealers broadcast location.
Welcome back to the AMP, and UConn has come back from the dead to send this thing to overtime by shooting 16 of 31 in the second half and also making 7 threes. They've made 16 threes in the game, 16 for 29, 7 of 13 in the second half. And significantly, Wayne Norman, after going nothing for nothing from the free throw line, UConn 13 of 16 in the second half. And that's how we got here, 89 apiece.
Well, you've got a UConn team that's one of the best defensive teams in the nation. Field goal defense for UConn, 37%, 35 in Big East games. Tops in the Big East, number 9 in the country. They got back in this game with solid defense, forced some turnovers. Providence had 9 second-half turnovers as the Huskies able to also capitalize. All of a sudden now, those missed free throws by Providence come up huge as Providence was not good from the free throw line in the second half. I'm just looking up the numbers here. 11 of 17.
Providence wins the opening tip to start overtime. 5 minutes. And Corey Floyd has it, guarded by Stewart. Fires in the right corner. It's Vox for 3. In and out. Rebounded. Loose. Who's got it? It's going to be UConn ball. Caravan had great possession. Jameer Jones hit the ball, and it's UConn's possession here to start overtime. Demery, who had 19 points, 14 assists, across the timeline, gives it up to Stewart on the left sideline. Now he hands it over to Caravan, skips it right to Mullins. Tough shot from Mullins. In and out and in! It's a triple! Oh, Braylon Mullins! The Brashville one. Well, they say it's a 2, 91-89 UConn. Providence front court right. Arunsei high post right, kicks left to Floyd. It's guarded by Mullins, puts it on the floor, attacks to his right, kicks it in the far corner to Jones. Jab step jumper, Jones, good! That's a 3. And Providence has the lead back, 92-91. Jones now with 18 points.
I guess that shoulder's okay.
I guess. All right, Demery front court right. Picked up by Jones on a switch. Now he fires it to Caravan, in and out of his hands. Caravan try to save it. And they say it's a jump ball, a hell ball, but UConn gets possession. Reed will come in for Ryba.
Floyd definitely holding that left wrist. I noticed it on an inbound play with a minute to go in the game. He comes out of the game now, and he is really flinching. So he had that big first half. He got knocked up at some point, and he's not been as effective in the second half.
Yeah, he got banged up. Something happened. I think he was scrambling for a loose ball. UConn has it front court, down 92-91. Here's Demery. 5 to shoot. They got to get something. It's Caravan into the paint. He puts it up over a run. It's tipped. It's loose. It's saved. Oh, it's UConn ball off of Mila. UConn catches a break there. 3:31 to go. Good hustle by Mullins and Caravan to keep that thing alive.
Mullins had that two-pointer from almost three-point range to start the overtime. He's got 18. That's a season/career high for the freshman. He had 17 against Kansas in the UConn win, and he also had 17 against Xavier, both road games.
All right, they inbounded to Reed, high post. Back to Mullins for three. Tough shot. Got it! Oh, the triple by the Brashville freshman, Braylon Mullins. UConn by 2, 94-92. Jalen Sellers outside the arc. He's guarded by Demery. Crossover. Demery steals. Oh, man. And he's fouled. Silas Demery. Grand Theft Auto. And UConn has come along here with their defense, even though they've given up 92 points. They just might win this game with defense.
5 steals by Silas Demery Jr. He's got that ball outside the three-point arc on the right side for Providence and able to tough it out and drew the 4th foul on Jalen Sellers, their second leading scorer. And their leading Big East scored 18 points a game.
All right, Demery on the line.
He's been an offensive force the last 2 games for UConn.
Yeah, double bonus. And he's picking it up for the Huskies. And Silas first free throw good.
He's 4 for 4
UConn by
tonight.
3 now, 95-92. 1 timeout for Providence, 2 for UConn. Both teams in a double bonus, 3:09 to go. Now Ryba's going to check in here, I guess, on the defensive end because Reed's got 4, remember. Silas from the line, good. And Demery, 21 points, perfect on the line, 14 assists, and UConn with 96-92 lead. I think that matches their biggest, going back to 30-26.
You are correct, sir.
All right, so Mila looking to inbound the ball to our right. Mullins, Demery, Ryba, Caravan, and Stewart going small. Mila looking to get it in, and he does get it into Vox. Hands it back to Mila. Mila walks it up the right sideline. Double teamed, steps through, gives it up to Jason Edwards. Back out front it comes to Mila. Mila being checked by Mullins. Crossover. Mila attacks the paint. Can't get a shot off. Ryba on defense. No good. Ryba with a rebound. Mullins chases it down, and he gets the ball, ends up on the baseline, and it's Providence ball with 2:47 to go. Great hustle by Braylon Mullins. Could have been a foul call there as a Providence player landed on top of him.
Mila's been so good in the second half. Hit most of his 18 points in the second half, and that time he missed the layup from about 3 feet away.
All right, Jameer Jones looking to inbound the ball to our left, and he gets it in. The hands of Jason Edwards. Edwards with just 6 points in the ballgame. Drives on Demery. Puts up a difficult shot on the baseline for 2 from 12 feet away. 96-94 UConn. All right, Demery across the timeline. Hands to Mullins out near the timeline in the right corner. It's guarded by Edwards. Gives it up to Demery. Demery on the left wing. Out to Ryba out front. Ryba with a handoff to Caravan for 3. Alex in and out. He rimmed it in and out from 3. Jones has the rebound. He sprints up ahead. Jones into the paint. The kick back to Arunse. Outside the arc, Mila. Mila puts it on the floor. Tries to go by Mullins. And what do we have? A hand check.
Coach Hurley putting Terrace Reed back in the game. He just wanted to keep Terrace on the bench for a little while in the overtime period. Let Ryba get some time because Reed playing with 4 fouls. With 2:05 to go, it's crunch time right now.
All right, Mila gets free throws.
Mullins gets the foul, his 4th.
That was a real ticky-tack foul from 30 feet away from the basket, and he misses the first free throw. Mila, who's a very good free throw shooter.
Well, we talked about Providence missed free throws and turnovers, the key to UConn's comeback. Huskies had a 52-point second half.
And Providence a 47-point first half. Mila makes the second one. 96-95 UConn. Huskies have a couple of timeouts, and they have the lead. Demery across the timeline, left to right. Starts down the left sideline, backs away. Guarded by Jones. Here's Mullins for three. Mullins buries it! Oh, baby! Way downtown. UConn up now by 4, 99-95. Jason Edwards outside the arc, guarded by Demery. Drives right. Demery in front of him. He has to kick it back outside to Vox. Vox has Stewart on him. Now Mullins on a switch. Vox wants to shoot it. You can tell. He can step back and do it. He drives inside on Reed and missed the layup. Loose ball. Stewart has it. Hands to Demery. 1:20 to go. UConn by 4, 99-95. Now Demery's going to take his time. 20 seconds on the shot clock. 1:12 left in the game. Demery works to his right. Starts back to his left, gives to Stewart. Stewart down low, got Reed. Reed lays it in, and UConn's up by 6. Under a minute to go. Stewart, what an assist. Back the other way, the Friars. Jason Edwards, timeout called. UConn buried, dead. It's over. No, it isn't. The Huskies lead it 101-95. 53 seconds left. Wow, if you don't believe in this team after this, I don't know what you're waiting for.
Well, we talked about the comeback against Arizona. This time, UConn was able to tie it, and they've been able to dominate the overtime. 12-6, the Husky advantage in OT, shooting 4 for 6 from the floor, 2 for 3 from three-point range in overtime. Providence 2 for 5 from the floor, 1 for 2. Total rebounds in the game, Providence 37, UConn 32. But big stat in the game, though, 18 for 32 from three-point range. I'm looking this up now, but I think 18 equals a school record in three-pointers made. Remember that one of those games, Tristan Newton hit 5, I want to say it was against Oregon out in Portland.
Well, Providence in the second half, after shooting lights out in the first, 16 of 27, 59%. They're down to 50% now, 31 of 62. They've made 13 threes themselves, but not as prolific as UConn, who's got 18 of them. And the Huskies at halftime had shot just 14 of 33, 42.5%. They're up to 48%. But let's talk about Braylon Mullins for a second. 6 threes, 8 for 14. He has played 40 minutes. Alex Karaban's played 40 minutes. Silas Demery's played 40 minutes. And somehow UConn has a lead with 53 seconds left.
And how about that freshman, Braylon Mullins? Not only all those points, career high for him as the freshman, but also 2 big threes in the overtime session.
So it'll be Providence ball to our left in the front court. And again, they have a 30-second timeout remaining. UConn's got a couple of timeouts. It'll be Jameer Jones to inbound. Back to Floyd in the backcourt. Floyd across the timeline, right to left. Working on Mullins. Now he gives to Powell. They fire it right to Jones. Powell out front. Now left. It's in the hands of Edwards. Edwards right to Powell. Almost lost it. Regains it on the right sideline. Line drive. 3 is good. Oh, my goodness. How did he make that shot? With 39.5 left. It ain't over. That's for sure. They get it into Demery. 28 to shoot. 36 left in the game. Let's see what UConn's going to do. I think they're going to run as much time off this clock as they can. There's Demery being guarded there by Jason Edwards. Now 12 to shoot. Demery starts right. A screen by Karaban outside the arc. A screen by Reed. He's back to his left. Now he puts it on the floor. He goes by Powell. Little fadeaway jumper. Go! Silas silences him. Wow, what a shot. Demery. 10 seconds left. Here comes Floyd. Floyd into the paint. The kick out Edwards. Step back. No. Edwards can't get a shot off. He scoops and misses. And Karaban's got the ball. And UConn's got the game. And they explode off the bench. What a come from behind win by UConn. I'll tell you what, that was uplifting in every way, as the Huskies had no business winning that game. But they did, thanks to Silas Demery who finishes with 23. Caravan with 23. Wow, what a game.
They were down 73-60 with 8.5 minutes to go in the second half. They made the run. Terrace Reed got the game tying layup with 13 seconds to go, and the Huskies able to hit some threes in the overtime, 2 by Mullins, and they built the lead up to 6, and they eventually win the game 103-98, and I would think also that prevented a court storming, Mike. I have a feeling this crowd was pretty pumped here.
Yes, they were.
And I think they were going to explode into this place once Providence won, but they couldn't finish it off. And part of the problem for Providence is that they are not a good defensive team. Oh, they can score. They're the leading scoring team of the Big East, 89 points a game, thanks in part to a high-scoring overtime game they had earlier this year. But their defense has not been good, and when it came down to crunch time, they were not able to stop the Huskies, who were able to make a dramatic comeback to win this game. Huskies shot 49% of the game, but in the second half, they shot 52% and 53 from three-point range. Huskies have a school record 18 made three-pointers. The game after, they ended up with only 5 against Marquette on Sunday. And what a brilliant game for Silas Demery Jr.
UConn wins it 103-98. Silas with us courtside. Mike Crispino, Wayne Norman. Wow, what a thriller that was.
Most definitely, man.
I mean, you guys were down 8. I mean, late in the game, it felt like, but just tell us about into the timeout huddles, what the thought process was with you guys.
Man, you see Cat right here, man. Cat showing some love. In the huddles and the media timeouts, man, we just talking about, man, just keep chipping away. Like, we've been through here. When the adversity comes, how we going to respond? Even when we was down double digits, we was like, we keep fighting. We still alive. So coach message was just keep playing, keep chipping away. And obviously, you see what we did. We made it get to overtime, and then overtime, we took off in overtime. They couldn't mess with us.
Silas, you had a career-high 15 assists in this game.
I liked it. I mean, it was 100 years ago, but I think it's a great shooting background. It's different in that the bench is on the baseline, but the coaches now can come up to half court. So it's an advantage for Vanderbilt. I mean, it's the same for both teams, but they're used to it. They play in this every home game, but it really, in this case, it's Vanderbilt's good.
Yeah.
It's packed, it's loud, it's a great home court environment. This is one of the best home court advantages in the country when Vanderbilt's good and this place gets rocking. And that's the case right now at 14-0, undefeated, one of the surprises in the SEC. And Alabama, a team that's very capable of coming here and winning, but they're going to have to take care of the ball and continue to do the job defensively that they have in the last several minutes. Alabama has picked up their defense, especially on the interior. Vanderbilt's on a 2-minute scoring drought, but got to do it on both ends. Alabama's been able to get some stops and get some looks from the three-point line. Alabama right now just 1 for 5 from deep. Some good looks against this Vanderbilt defense.
Keaton Bristow checks back in, joining Amari Allen, Latrell Reitzel Jr., LeBaron Filine Jr., and Aiden Holloway. Doors inbounded in the corner, a catch-and-shoot 3. Set play out of the timeout, finds Tanner Nickel, who buries it to make it an 18-10 lead. Here's Holloway the other way for Bama, throws it onto the right wing. Reitzel all alone, 3, and he answers. A bank first three-pointer from Latrell Reitzel Jr., and Alabama's back to within 5.
That's a big 3 for Latrell Reitzel. He's been up and down from the three-point line. Would love to get him going here on the road.
With it is Miles driving right side. He got past Bristow and was able to lay it in off the window to put it back to a 7-point advantage, 20-13 for Vandy. Here comes Philon. LeBaron working top of the arc, surveying the floor. He'll play off the slip screen from Latrell. Back to Philon, goes left, stops, looks over to Latrell. All alone, 3 again. Halfway down, no good. Rebound tipped into the hands of Bristow. Lays it up on the reverse for 2. It was Allen that kept it alive, but Bristow got the bucket.
And that's one of the things he does best is offensive rebound. He's had a little trouble finishing after getting those offensive boards.
Miles for 3, count it, and a foul is called on Keaton Bristow. Look forward to seeing the replay to see if there was actually contact or if he just sold it. Yeah, he got into him at the end as he came down. See that more and more, Brian, which is frustrating for coaches and broadcasters too.
You can't foul a three-point shooter, and that was not a great defensive play in any regard. Didn't even get really a good contest, just kind of walked out there underneath the shooter. A little bit of contact, but they're going to call that. And a big 4-point play for the Commodores.
And Bristow will exit. Taylor Bowen comes in for him. 24-15, Vanderbilt with the 9-point lead, their biggest of this opening half. Bama with the ball far side. Holloway trying to work past the defender, gets to the baseline, steps back, fall away from 12, no good. Weak side rebound by Okereke, and here comes Vandy trying to get it to double digits. Miles trying to work it down low to McLaughlin, does. He's got a big advantage against two-man, lays it up, no good, but the weak side rebound is good. Put back by Okereke, makes it 26-15. Bama on the other end. Allen throws it over to Phylon. LeBaron working to his right, now goes left, gets into the paint, had it stripped, but a foul's going to be called. We'll see if it's going to be a two-shot opportunity or if they call it on the floor. It is going to be two shots.
Vanderbilt on a 6-0 run. They've knocked down a 4-point play, getting out in transition. Alabama wants to play fast, but also got to settle down and don't rush. Alabama has rushed the last few possessions. This time, LeBaron Phylon strong with the ball, able to take the contact and get to the line.
Phylon 1 of 2 so far in the game from the stripe. Hits the first of 2 here. Here comes Noah Williamson to check in. Or is he? I think he's going to, he's going to get Reitzel.
I think he's coming in for the shooter.
Maybe so. Reitzel thinks he's coming out, though. Or he was acting like it. Apparently not. Phylon hits them both, and now he will exit, as Brian said, and Williamson will come in for him. 26-17, Vanderbilt leading by 9. They've been up as many as 11. 9.5 minutes to go before intermission here at Memorial Gymnasium on the Vanderbilt campus. They throw a lob down low. They call Williamson for a foul as he was a little late to jump with Washington and just got him on the hand.
And that's a pass that either gets blocked, intercepted, or they don't attempt if Aiden Sherrill's in the game. It was good effort by Noah Williamson, but that is the disadvantage of not having one of the best interior defenders in the country available to play. Aiden Sherrill missed the second half of the Kentucky game, and he is in uniform. Went through warm-ups early and then sat out. We haven't been told, but just based on what we witnessed in warm-ups, be a little surprised if he got any action in this one.
So would I, as Washington is at the stripe, hits the first and the second. And his first 2 points of the game results in Vanderbilt going back up by 11 again. Here's Holloway with it, trying to work to his right, stops at the elbow, backs it out beyond the arc. Bama looks real confused offensively. Holloway going to his right, now goes left, spins in the lane, tough scoop shot, hung on the rim, wouldn't go, rebound fought for, knocked out of bounds, such last by Vanderbilt with 8:53 remaining in the opening half.
Great job by Amari Allen and Noah Williamson getting on the offensive glass. Ball goes out of bounds off Vanderbilt, but not a very good offensive possession. A lot of dribbling, a lot of standing around. Alabama's so good with dribble penetration, kickouts, ball movement, player movement. Didn't see it on that possession.
Inbounds pass goes to the wing. They're going to call an offensive foul on Alabama. They call it on Williamson. It's going to wipe off a made three by Aiden Holloway. And on Noah Williamson, that is already his third personal foul with 8:52 remaining. Noah's played 3 minutes and gotten 3 fouls with no points, no rebounds. And now, no chance we're going to see him the rest of the half either. 28-17, Vanderbilt up 11, and Bama really struggling. Down low, they work it. And a block shot by Bowen on the dunk attempt by Washington. Bama taking it away, and the Tide will come the other direction after a foul is called on the Commodores. What a play up high by Taylor Bowen.
And Taylor Bowen, Keaton Bristow are going to have to step up because you have Aiden Sherrill apparently out of this game. Noah Williamson in foul trouble.
Oh my gosh, Vandy fans are mad, and I get it. I think the foul totals may be accurate now, but he absolutely took the wrist off of Washington down low.
Yeah, you go back to the last possession. Natos did not like the call on the illegal screen against Noah Williamson.
Yep, you're right. So Bama then throws it away and commits a foul on the open floor. Aiden Holloway sloppy with a basketball.
It was similar to
again.
It was similar to the last offensive possession. And LeBaron Philon will come back in this game. Aiden Holloway running the point, and the defense by Vanderbilt has been outstanding. He's not been able to get past his man, and just a lot of dribbling, not going anywhere. Big reason why LeBaron Philon's back in this game.
1-and-1 opportunity for Vanderbilt, as that is team foul number 9 on Alabama. 5 have been called on Vandy, as Miles hits the front end of the 1-and-1 to make it 29-17. Just watching them, Vandy across the board about as strong, physical, and athletic as we have seen them, and still skilled on top of that, as both free throws are good.
It's one of the best Vanderbilt teams that we've seen. We've been doing this a long time, and this is a Vanderbilt team that is a serious contender in this league.
30-17, Vanderbilt the double-digit lead. Reitzel on the drive, gets cut off in the paint. Gives it over to Allen, fakes a three, drives, dishes, ball batted out of bounds. Touch last by Vandy. Bama thinks it has an opening on the wing, only to have Vanderbilt get a hand in the passing lane and knock it out of bounds.
Yeah, 7 turnovers for Alabama. That was not a turnover, but Alabama's got to be stronger and more sure with their passes.
6 turnover advantage, and it was almost a 7th, but a foul's going to be whistled on Miles as he tried to get that one and go the other way. He steps in front of Taylor Bowen, but that'll be the 6th team foul on Vandy, as Miles is guilty of his first.
Yeah, not a good pass at all. Fortunately, Taylor Bowen comes and meets the pass, forcing a little contact. That was right to Duke Miles. Alabama's struggling right now with ball security.
Here's Philon with it, gives it over to Bowen on the right wing. He'll drive, he'll shoot it off the window too strong. Long rebound picked up by Vandy, and they'll push it the other way. Miles on the left wing. Gives it over to Tanner, fakes the drive, and now backs it out. He'll wait on a screen, gets it, flips it onto the right wing to Bing, and he'll get fouled on his way to the basket. I'm not making it up when I tell you this, but Chandler Bing is the name of the player who was driving to the rim and got fouled. He is a freshman. And you can fill in your own French joke at any point you'd like, but there's no joke about this score at the moment. Bama trailing 30-17 with 7:39 to go in the first half here on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
The Alabama Insider Podcast is the official podcast of Crimson Tide Athletics. Catch full episodes of Hey Coach and the Kalen DeBoer Show, Crimson Tide Rewind, Crimson Tide Today Daily Reports, plus full interviews from Crimson Drive driven by NASCAR. Download and subscribe to the Alabama Insider Podcast on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, and all podcast platforms. Roll Tide with the Alabama Insider Podcast.
When it comes to land care, you need equipment that's a slam dunk every time. At Tri Green Equipment, we provide the tried and true support you need for your John Deere gear. Just like the Alabama Crimson Tide, we're always ready to assist you in making those game-winning plays. Visit us today and experience the unbeatable support that keeps you in the game. Tri Green Equipment, proud sponsor of Crimson Tide Basketball.
Vandy's up on Bama 30-17. 7:39 to go in the first half here in Nashville. Remember, Tide fans, Tito's Handmade Vodka is donating game tickets to VetTix for active service members and veterans to attend Bama home games this season. Let's hear it for Tito's and Roll Tide. Tom Stipe, Chris Stewart, Brian Pasick. We are courtside in Nashville. BP put it in Nashville terms. Bama's fiddle's not in tune.
Alabama has struggled against this Vanderbilt defense. 7 first-half turnovers, and this Vanderbilt team really good in creating those. Duke Miles, Tyler Tanner, 2 of the best, the 2 best in the SEC, number 1 and 2 in steals. And Alabama's been pretty good with ball security this year, but struggling here in Nashville in the early going. Also, foul trouble, a problem for the Crimson Tide. You got Aiden Sherrill, who's apparently out, missed the second half with a leg injury against Kentucky. He was questionable for this game. Haven't seen him. We don't expect to. His replacement, Noah Williamson. He got 3 fouls in just over 3 minutes. Alabama struggling on the interior, but the main issue that Alabama is having is out of sync on the offensive end. Whether it's turnovers, whether it's running their offense, this Vanderbilt defense has been outstanding. And Duke Miles, who sat out the last couple of games for Vanderbilt, we thought he was going to play in this game, but he's been dealing with injuries. One of the best players in the SEC. He's back and he's playing like it, leading all scorers with 11.
Out of the timeout. Chandler Bean goes to the free throw line for the Doors. 6'6", 215, a freshman from Atlanta's Pace Academy. Chandler Bean misses left on that attempt. Second try is up, and that one is no good. And the rebound by Taylor Bowen brings it back the other way for Bama, down 13 with 7.5 to go before intermission. Slipping was Philon, somehow got it over on the wing to Allen. Amari on the drive, the kick to Bowen in the left corner. He'll drive and dish. Philon all alone, 3, bottom. Boy, that's a nice job working the ball to the open man for the bank first three-pointer.
Yeah, and it didn't come easy. Alabama almost turned it over again as LeBaron Philon slipped, but nice pass by Taylor Bowen. Alabama wide open from 3.
Vandy gets a wide open 3 in the corner, but missed it as Amari Allen snatches it for the Crimson Tide. Here comes Philon running the other way. Gets into the lane. Little teardrop is up and good. He's got 5 points in a row to give Alabama some momentum. Trailing still, though, by 8, 30-22 with 6:45 to go in the half.
A quick LeBaron 5-0 run, knocks down the 3 and the floater.
Being on the drive in the paint, stops, spins, shoots, misses. Rebounded by Allen, who defended him well on that play. Now here comes Philon the other direction. Philon fouled out high by Tanner, and that will send him to the free throw line, as that's the 7th Commodore foul, so a 1 plus the bonus for the Crimson Tide.
Alabama's played this first half totally out of sync, with the exception of the last couple of possessions, and it's because they've been able to get out and run, spread the floor, and LeBaron Philon able to go to work, knock down the 3, knock down the floater. Bama gets another stop out in transition. Crimson Tide has had to go against this Vanderbilt half-court defense almost exclusively here in the first half, with the exception of the last minute or so of the game. Hopefully a sign of things to come. That is Alabama basketball under Nate Oates.
Philon, the front end of a 1-and-1, up and good as he rattled that one in. Barron able to knock it down for the Crimson Tide. Philon on the year, a 74% free throw shooter. Second attempt is up. That one's perfect. And the Crimson Tide has pulled back to within 6.
And it's a 7-0 LeBaron Philon run.
It is indeed in the last minute. At that, Miles driving, cut off on the block, shoots a tough, contested 12-footer and got it to go over Latrell Reitzel Jr. Great play, but I would imagine Bama will take their chances with those type shots the rest of the way. Here is Philon, kicking it back out to Allen. One more to Jemison. His 3 attempt was blocked. Fighting for the loose ball, Bristow, but they're going to call Keaton for the foul.
And that's 2 shots the rest of the way for Vanderbilt. That was really good defense. Alabama looked like they were getting an open 3. London Jemison in the corner. He looked open for a split second, but the closing speed of Vanderbilt, one of the reasons why they're one of the best 3-point defensive teams in the country, able to get out and force a difficult shot, may have even been blocked.
I think it actually was. We have an obstructed view on this end of the floor, and that's being kind. So if we're a little off on the description, we hope you'll be patient with us as Miles hits the first of 2. 33-24. Vanderbilt with a 9-point lead. Miles trying to get it to 10. And he does. 34-24. Vandy with 5:53 to go in this first half. Feiline flips it to Allen, top of the arc for 3. No good off the back iron. Rebound tip by Bol Bowen. He tried to save it, and he did. He got a timeout as he was falling out of bounds. That's a great hustling play from Taylor Bol Bowen to save the possession for the Crimson Tide.
Yeah, great effort getting on the offensive glass, the presence of mind, and the athleticism. Had to hang in the air for a few seconds to be able to get that timeout. And Alabama in more of a rhythm on the offensive end, but not a lot of answers for Duke Miles. Miles leading all scorers in this one.
As you're checking those, we'll tell you Mississippi State beat Oklahoma 72-53 in Starkville, so the Dogs are 2-0 in league play. Oklahoma 1-1. Kentucky now 0-2 in the conference as they lose at home to Missouri 73-68. The Tigers 2-0 in the league. The other game tonight in the SEC is at halftime. Ole Miss trailing Arkansas by 10, 42-32. The 11-3 Razorbacks with the lead by 10 at intermission there.
Yeah, a couple of highly ranked teams in the preseason. Auburn and Kentucky both starting league play 0-2. Going back to Vanderbilt, Duke Miles, who hasn't played the last couple of games, one of the best players in this league. He's back tonight. Leads all scorers with 15.
Alabama inbounds it. Feiline picks up his dribble, gives it over to Holloway. Aiden, center of the floor, between the circles. Goes left, kicks it over to Feiline. Fakes the 3. One more, Holloway. Dead on. 3 ball, short with a putback. Jemison had it, it wouldn't go, but he's fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Boy, he almost threw that one down. It was halfway down on the dunk attempt, but wouldn't stay. He will, however, go to the line to shoot 2 shots for the Crimson Tide.
Alabama came so close to ending up with 3 points on this possession a couple of different ways. Aiden Holloway was open from the top of the key, went in and out, but what a athletic move. London Jemison goes up high, tries to throw it down while he's taking the contact, gets to the line for 2, but close to a 3-point play.
First free throw up and good for London. The second one pops out. Rebound fought for. Taylor Bol Bowen gets it, and then it's knocked out of bounds. Touch last by the Crimson Tide. I think Amari Allen kept it alive initially after the miss from Jemison. Bowen then got the rebound, and then Jemison couldn't hang on to it. It was deflected, and then he lost it, right?
I wasn't sure if it was deflected. I thought it just had a little too much speed on it.
Miles for 3, dead on, missed it. London clears the miss, and with 5:10 to go, he'll run the other way. Going downhill, gets into the lane. A blocking foul is called, and an and-one opportunity. Boy, making the Doors doubly mad as that and-one is called from Brian Dorsey. They thought it was an offensive foul. They were wrong, by the way, but he didn't like it, and then now the continuation you get with college ball results in the and-one.
I thought initially that was not the right decision from London Jemison. He looked to be out of control, but somehow maintained being under control, able to sidestep Tyler Nickel just enough, who I thought was going to take the charge, able to get past him, take the contact, and what a move by Jemison.
Unfortunately, he misses another free throw. That one rims out, and it stays a 7-point game, 34-27. Alabama has missed 3 of its 9 free throw attempts. Vandy for 3 in the corner, no good. Jemison, another rebound for Alabama. He's been active the last few minutes. Here comes Phylon the other way to Jemison. Driving to the rack, couldn't go, but he'll go to the line to shoot 2 for Alabama. Man, he's as active as we've seen him, as aggressive, I guess I should say, these last couple of possessions.
No hesitation. He's playing great. Can't make a free throw, but he's playing at a high level, getting on the offensive glass, aggressive, taking the ball to the basket. Almost an and one opportunity. So decisive, the strength, the explosiveness, and he gets back to the line for 2.
Makes the first. He'll have another one upcoming. Young man with a lot of accolades, 4-star recruit, #1 player from the state of Connecticut, number 8 in the country at his position. A McDonald's All-American nominee. And the maker of back-to-back free throws for the Crimson Tide to make it a 5-point game with 4:44 to go in the first half. Boy, if we could somehow get this thing back to even after trailing by as many as 13, it would be huge. Vandy works it inside, lost it. Scramble, going to the deck to get it initially was was Bethea for Alabama. But then it was knocked out of bounds by Vanderbilt, so the Tide will have it. Great hustle on the part of Jalil Bethea, the 6'5", second-year player from Philadelphia.
First one on the floor, usually things work out for that side. It was Jalil Bethea getting on the floor for the loose ball, and Alabama gets it back.
Here's Phylon with it between the circles, dribbling to the right wing, now driving into the lane. Stops, looks, kicks it outside. Jemison 3, no good. Halfway down again as it hit the iron. The glass tried to go in but wouldn't stay down, and Vandy comes the other way. Driving to the left block will be Miles. He'll spin. He'll have it knocked away by Phylon. Ahead to Bethea. Bethea stopping on the wing. No look pass. Reitzel near corner. 3. Got it. It hung around and fell through. Great touch for the bank first 3. And Bama's back to within 2.
That's a great job by Jalil Bethea, who could have taken it on his own. He was under control, found an open teammate, and he knocked it down.
A lot of Crimson in the house that had been making some noise, but quieted there on a beautiful spinning move for 2 by Miles, and that'll bring us to a timeout called by Vandy, and it becomes a media timeout as well. 3:35 to go before intermission. Bama's back in it, down 4, 36-32, here on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
There's team pride, and then there's extra Tide pride. When I'm carrying the University of Alabama Regions Visa debit card or prepaid Regions Now card, that's exactly what I get. Whether I'm grabbing some extra Bama gear or picking up an extra dozen wings for the game, this card always brings it. Sometimes I get an extra Roll Tide from the cashier too. Visit regions.com/GoBama to get yours.
Extra changes everything. And at Regions, Extra is our ordinary. Official bank of the SEC, member FDIC.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Alabama Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
Bama trails by 4 in Nashville. Vandy 36, Bama 32, 3:35 to go in the first half. Stay with us at the half for the Toyota halftime report with first half stats, scores from around the SEC, and a quick chat with Coach Nate Oates, presented by Cook's Pest Control. That should be a little bit better than it would have been 10 minutes ago, BP.
Well, we'll see how this last 3:35 finishes out, but Alabama much better on both ends of the floor as of late, getting a spark from London Jemison off the bench. He's got 5 points, 5 rebounds, and doing a great job defensively, aggressive on the offensive end. LeBaron Phylon getting into a rhythm, and Alabama's starting to make a few shots and get some stops. The problem is Duke Miles, who's missed a couple of games. He's back from injury, and what a difference he makes for Vanderbilt. He leads all scorers with 17 points, hit a acrobatic shot. He's 5 for 7 before the break. Hit that shot, 5 for 7 from the field, 2 for 4 from deep. One of the best players in the SEC. Want to play teams when they're at full speed, and apparently Vanderbilt is.
Vanderbilt shot almost as many threes as Alabama. They've had the same number of makes. They're 4 of 10, Bama 4 of 13. Overall, they are 12 of 26, Bama 10 of 24. The free throw makes are even at 8 apiece, while Bama's 8 of 11. The Doors have made 8 of 13. The real difference, turnovers. Bama's turned it over 8 times, Vandy just 3. And while Bama scored 3 points off turnovers, the Doors have scored 7, and 4 points is the differential in this game, 36-32 Vandy.
Well, here's the good news about turnovers, and 8 is obviously way too many at this point in the game, but it was at 7 quick.
Yeah, you're right.
Just one since then. Alabama's done a much better job taking care of the ball. It's why they've been able to get back in this game.
And again, playing without Aiden Sherrill, not able to go in this one apparently because of the injury that he suffered in the first half of the last game. Driving the right side of the lane and scoring off the window to make it a 36-34 game, Amari Allen. Amari now with his first 2 points, and the Crimson Tide back to within a bucket. Miles kicking it on the near wing to Bing. Bing picks up the dribble, flips it outside, driving to his right, having it go off the window. No good was Harris. Bama comes the other way. Here's Phylon, stopping, looking, kicking it right side. Jemison gets into the lane, kicks it back. LeBaron for the lead. Short rebound tipped into the hands of Allen. Back to LeBaron. 3 again. Bottom, and Alabama is on top. 37-36, their first lead of the game.
And listen to this roar here in Nashville. Alabama fans traveling. We can hear them for the first time.
Second lead, for the Crimson Tide. First in a long time, but Vandy goes right back ahead with Okereke knocking it down to make it a 38-37 Vanderbilt advantage with 2:22 to go in the half. Phylon with a basketball between the circles. Playing off the screen from Allen. Still with it out high. Gets a screen from Jemison. Looks, feeds, Bethea. Deep 3, that's too strong, and the rebound is tipped, and a foul's going to be called on London Jemison. That'll be the first on London. It'll be the team limit. 2 shots upcoming for Vanderbilt. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Crimson Tide Sports Network. Alabama, which was down 13 6 minutes ago, trails by 1 at the moment. They led for a possession, and it remains a 1-point game as Chandler Bing misses the first of 2 shots.
Little fun fact about Chandler Bing that we learned at SEC Media Days, he's never seen an episode of Friends.
That is not right. And there ain't no way his mama has missed one. Can't imagine that coincidence as the free throw is up and good. What's his middle name?
I just think he's trying to prove a point.
What's his middle name? Okay, we'll leave that alone. 39-37 as Bing makes 1 of 2. Between the circles, Phylon driving, dishing it into the corner to Bethea, gets a return feed to the right wing. He'll work it over to Reitzel. Luttrell driving left, steps back, tries a 3, no good. Rebound claimed by Vanderbilt, and the Doors will come the other way. 4-on-4 at the moment. Miles will dump it off to McLaughlin, and a whistle and a foul is going to be called on the Crimson Tide.
Alabama fans in the building don't like it.
And there's a bunch of them, by the way.
There are, and they're getting loud. Got something to cheer about here the last several minutes. Bama thought they had the steal. We're going the other way, but instead it'll be 2 free throws coming up for the Commodores.
We're finally playing well enough we can justify barking at the officials. We were down 13 and nobody to blame but ourselves and Vandy, as the first of two is up and good for McLaughlin. Devin McLaughlin, 3 points so far on the night, but 5 rebounds. Second attempt is up. That one's good as well. Bama trailing 41-37. They led it 37-36 after trailing by 13. Phylon with the basketball, going to his right, going downhill, trying to get in the lane, had it stripped, saved it, got it to Bethea. Back of the corner, Phylon, 3, no good. That one was more than halfway down, and a rebounding foul is called on the Commodores. 2 shots upcoming for the Crimson Tide. Okereke guilty of his first.
Yeah, Jalil Bethea has been active, making good decisions for the most part in this game. One of the reasons he hasn't gotten as many minutes is Nate Oates wants him to do what we've seen here in this game. Play within yourself. Let the game come to you. Good effort by Bethea, and he goes to the line for 2.
Jalil Bethea, the transfer from Miami, able to knock down the first. Again, a Philadelphia, Pennsylvania native, 2024 McDonald's All-American before he spent a season with the Hurricanes. Bethea on the season, 16 of 18 from the stripe coming into this one. Made the first, makes the second. Here comes London Jemison checking in to replace Bethea, who will get a nice pat on the back from head coach Nate Oates with 1:10 to play in the half, and Alabama trailing by a bucket, 41-39. The Doors will bring it into the front court with Tanner. Hesitates, goes to the right wing, dumps it back outside to Miles. Flips it over to Nickel. Nickel picks it up, throws it to Okereke on the left wing. He'll drive into the lane. He'll spin to his left. He'll shoot a fall-away shot. No good. Rebounded by Amari Allen with 45 seconds to play in the half. Allen to the rack. Lays it up. Got it to go, and we are tied at 41. 41-41. Miles the other way. Stopping, shooting a leaner, no good. Alabama rebounds the miss with Bo Bowen, and the Tide can hold it for the final shot of the half, and that's what they want to do. Allen looking to Bama coach Nate Oates for instruction as he's being defended by Miles. Amari with it near center court. Driving left, getting into the lane, puts it up with the left hand, got it to go around the defender. 5 seconds to go, 4. Doors run to the other end. Tanner lays it up, got it to go. As the horn sounds, the half ends, and we go to the locker room tied at 43. Brian, I can't see you, buddy. Whenever you got coach, go ahead and take it. But Alabama and Vanderbilt tied at 43 at intermission here at Memorial Gym. And I think Coach Oates wants to talk to the officials about a player getting hit in the head for Alabama at the end of that half. If so, it would probably wipe away the bucket. And we'll let Brian find out exactly what the argument is from Coach when he joins it, but also get his thoughts on the half. But Nate is still talking with Don Daly and hasn't joined Brian just yet. Once that conversation ends, it'll be BP talking to Nate Oates. And Nate still giving him an earful. Here you go, Brian.
Thoughts on the first half?
Yeah, terrible start. I mean, we got it. We should have had the last shot. A little frustrated. Amari had a tough finish, but he went way too early. So cost us 2 points, which we got to do a better job closing the half. But we got to come out, handle their physicality better, take care of the ball. LeBaron had too many turnovers early. We settled in. We got a tie game. We got to get going here, though. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Brian. And thank you to Cook's Pest Control, which brings us Coach Nate Oates at the half. Give Pest the full court press and call Cooks today to protect your home and business from pests and termites. Stay with us. Our Toyota halftime report comes your way in a moment as we are deadlocked at 43, Alabama and Vanderbilt here on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
At Red Diamond, we take a lot of things lightly. Dog on the couch? Sure, that's fine. Wearing socks or sandals? Why not? But sweet tea? Around here, sweet tea is a way of life. One of the unspoken rules. Just 3 simple ingredients: tea, water, and sugar, and that's it. Always refreshing. Always Red Diamond. Find us in your local refrigerated section. Red Diamond Sweet Tea. The perfect sip does exist.
Are you ready for your winning moment? Find it at Wind Creek Casino, where the action never stops. Hottest games, loosest spins, more ways to win. We've got the highest payouts and the most epic rewards. At Wind Creek, there's a win waiting for you around every corner. Wind Creek Casino. Find your winning moment. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hello, Tide fans. This is Chris Stewart for Conecuh Sausage. Conecuh's an Alabama fan favorite we all know and love. It's made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasonings, and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true hickory smoked southern flavor. Conecuh Sausage is always great on the grill and perfect for tailgating. Pick up a pack and enjoy your family's favorite recipes at any meal of the day. Conecuh Sausage, a game day tradition, and the official smoked sausage of the Crimson Tide.
Today's highlight is brought to you by Toyota. At home or on the road, they're never the underdog. Toyota, let's go places. Lease a new 2025 Toyota Tacoma SR5 for $279 a month for 39 months. Offer valid through February 2nd, 2026. Well-qualified lessees with approved credit through Southeast Toyota Finance. $42.78 due at signing. No security deposit with select equipment. $350 disposition fee. Excludes tax, tag, registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details.
What's up, Alabama? This is Ron Williams reminding you that the best offense against termites, mosquitoes, and other pests is Cook's Pest Control. I run routes and make catches on the field, but off the field, I trust Cooks to catch what I can't. Fast, precise, always getting the job done right, just like me. That's pest control you can trust. Call Cooks today for your free inspection. Roll Tide.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie, Cooks Pest Control.
Crimson Tide Basketball is brought to you by Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Barkley Buick GMC, where Barkley makes it easy. Auto Owners Insurance. Visit RollTide.com/auto owners to partner with an independent Alabama agent. The Soup Store, the best place in town to get all your Alabama gear. And by Cooks Pest Control. Give pests the full court press and call Cooks today to protect your home and business from pests and termites. Welcome to the Toyota Halftime Report. Toyota. Visit your local Toyota dealer today. Toyota. Let's go places.
The legendary entertainer Red Panda performing at halftime at Memorial Gymnasium, trying to get the crowd worked back into a frenzy after the Tide quieted the home folks here in the Music City. They were up, Vanderbilt was, by as many as 13 with 8 minutes to go in the first half at 30-17, but Alabama was able to close on a 26-10 run, let me get that right, a 23-16 run to make it 43-all at the half as the Crimson Tide battles back to knot the score at 43 apiece. Time for our Toyota halftime report. Visit your local Toyota dealers or explore setoyota.com today. No matter your destination, Toyota goes with you. Toyota, let's go places. In the first half, the Crimson Tide was led by the 15 points of LeBaron Philon Jr., 4 of 7 from the field, 2 of 4 from beyond the arc, and 5 of 6 from the free throw line. They also got 8 points from Latrell Reitzel Jr., 6 from Amari Allen, 5 from London Jemison, 2 from Jalil Bethia, 5 from Aiden Holloway. Keaton Bristow had 2. Noah Williamson, Houston Millette, Taylor Bowen all played but did not score for the Crimson Tide. It was Miles with 17 to lead Vanderbilt. Tanner had 6, the same for Nickel. Okereke had 7, McLaughlin with 4, Chandler Bing with 1, Washington had 2, Harris did not score but played 3 minutes in that first half of action. 43-43 is our score at the break. Tom Stipes got more numbers for you when we come back on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Hey Bama fans, each Tuesday and Thursday at 2 p.m. Central, join us live for Crimson Drive, driven by NASCAR. This live streaming talk show features the latest on Alabama athletics with exclusive conversations with Tide student athletes, coaches, and media members giving their perspective on the Crimson Tide. You can watch on YouTube, Facebook, and X, with all conversations archived as well on the Alabama Insider podcast. Roll Tide with Crimson Drive, driven by NASCAR.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Alabama athletics, helping the world keep promises.
Tide fans, Golden Flake Snacks have been a proud partner with the Tide family for 68 years. The South's go-to potato chips, Golden Flake Snacks, are delicious fan favorites because they are crafted from traditional Southern recipes. Whether it's the tangy punch of sweet-heat potato chips or the fiery bite of Louisiana hot pork rinds, Golden Flake are a winning combination with Alabama basketball. Share Golden Flake Snacks with your Tide family and friends. Simple, Southern goodness. That's Golden Flake.
Being a Chevron car these days has been quite the adventure. Miami to Seattle, ocean to ocean. I've stopped at so many states and collected so many bumper stickers. Sometimes I feel like a moving passport book. It's just so great what I can do with Chevron with Techron, because it gives me unbeatable mileage and keeps my engine clean. Plus, there are so many Chevrons along the way. Now the only thing I'm worried about is where to go next and where to put all my new bumper stickers. Chevron with Techron, fueled by possibility.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Alabama. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
This is Tom Stipe with an Alabama Power scoreboard update. When you cheer, we cheer. Alabama Power is a proud supporter of the Crimson Tide. Halftime score at Memorial Gym in Nashville, Bama and Vandy tied at 43. 2 SEC finals in the books already. Lexington, Kentucky loses to Mizzou 73-68. Mizzou's first win ever in Rupp Arena. And in Starkville, Mississippi State defeats Oklahoma 72-53. In progress in Oxford, 15:33 to go in the ball game. Ole Miss is trailing Arkansas 50-43. We'll take a look at team stats next. This is the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Coach Oates, great game today.
The team found another gear. They kept grinding, didn't quit, and found a way to deliver another victory.
Like Ford F-Series trucks.
Right. The way you become America's best-selling truck for 48 consecutive years is delivering legendary performance and capability in the big moments, like today.
Thanks, Coach. For great offers on a new Ford truck, see your local Ford dealer. Proud sponsor of Alabama basketball.
Roll Tide.
Based on 1977 through 2024 calendar year industry reported total sales.
Tide fans, Golden Flake Snacks have been a proud partner with the Tide family for 68 years. The South's go-to potato chips, Golden Flake Snacks, are delicious fan favorites because they are crafted from traditional Southern recipes. Whether it's the tangy punch of sweet-heat potato chips or the fiery bite of Louisiana hot pork rinds, Golden Flake are a winning combination with Alabama basketball. Share Golden Flake Snacks with your Tide family and friends. Simple, Southern goodness. That's Golden Flake.
Did you know that at Chevron, you can fuel up on unbeatable mileage and savings? With Chevron Rewards, you'll get 25 cents off per gallon on your next 5 visits. All you have to do is download the Chevron app and join to start saving on fuel. Then you can keep fueling up on other things like adventure, memories, vacations, daycations, quality time, and so many other possibilities. Head to your nearest Chevron station to fuel up and get rewarded today. Terms apply. See ChevronTexcoRewards.com for more details.
Are you ready for your winning moment? Find it at Wind Creek Casino, where the action never stops. Hottest games, loosest spins, more ways to win. We've got the highest payouts and the most epic rewards. At Wind Creek, there's a win waiting for you around every corner. Wind Creek Casino. Find your winning moment. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Alabama Power is here for you when big storms hit, but we're also here for the little things. We're there to get the coffee started, to make sure everyone's ready for school, for midday dance breaks, and evening entertainment. We're also there to help you save on all that energy with easy-to-use tips, tools, and efficiency programs. So enjoy these moments.
Kids, movie night.
And we'll do the rest. Visit alabamapower.com and follow us on social to learn more.
Right side, Jemison gets into the lane, kicks it back. LeBaron for the lead. Short rebound, tipped into the hands of Allen. Back to LeBaron. 3 again. Bottom, and Alabama is on top. 37-36. Their first lead of the game.
Back in Nashville, Bama and Vandy tied at the half, 43 all in Nashville. Halftime stats, shooting percentage. Bama 44% overall, 28 from bank first, 3 land, 10 of 13 for the foul line, 43% overall for Vandy, 40 from outside the arc, 11 for 17 from the stripe. Team rebounding, Bama leads it 24-16, and turnovers, Bama with 8, Doors with 3. Again at the half, Bama and Vandy tied at 43. That does it, the Toyota halftime report. Second half's coming right up. This is the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Ready to rev up your engines and feel the excitement at Barkley Buick GMC Cadillac. We've got the perfect ride to match your style and adventure. Visit us at our showroom at Skyland Boulevard and let our friendly team help you find the vehicle of your dreams. Barkley Buick GMC Cadillac, where hometown pride and unbeatable deals collide. Drive with passion with Barkley. Visit us today or check us out online at barkleygmc.com.
Barkley makes it easy.
Basketball of Alabama means one thing: time to dunk. And we're not just talking about on the court. At Fusacli's, we're dunking our hand-battered chicken fingers straight into our house-made sauces and washing it down with our fresh squeezed lemonade. Whether you're heading to Coleman Coliseum or watching from home, make Fusacli's your pregame stop. Hot, fresh, and made to order, just the way Tide fans like it. Fusacli's, proud partner of the Crimson Tide.
1225 is your ultimate game day destination. Catch the game on one of their 35 big-screen high-def TVs, combined with an extensive menu of mouth-watering food and refreshing drinks. Juicy burgers, crispy wings, craft beers, signature cocktails. 1225, where the energy is high, the screens are massive, and the excitement is contagious. Visit 1225 on the Strip in Tuscaloosa, less than 2 blocks from Bryant-Denny Stadium. 1225 Sports Bar, where sports, food, and fun collide.
Looking to make a statement? Fast Signs of Tuscaloosa is more than fast and more than signs. With our incredible range of signs and graphics, you can say anything, do anything, be anything. So make your statement with Fast Signs. Stop in today or visit fastsigns.com. A proud partner of Alabama Athletics. Let's create something amazing together.
This has been the Toyota Halftime Report. Visit your local Toyota dealers or explore Toyota.com today. No matter your destination, Toyota goes with you. Toyota, let's go places. The second half is just moments away. Roll Tide.
Back in Nashville, Bama and Vandy tied at 43. What to look for in the second half is presented by Citgo. Try clean gasoline today at Citgo. BP, next 20. What you looking for?
Well, Alabama was down 13. They stopped turning it over and started rebounding the ball. Alabama out-rebounds the Commodores 24-16 in the first half. And while 8 turnovers is not a number you want going into halftime, Bama got 7 early and for the most part did a good job to end the half.
Crimson Tide will bring the ball up first. Front court to our right. It'll be Philon reversing back to Reitzel on the left wing. Now to Holloway in the corner. Back to Reitzel. Near side to Philon. LeBaron out to Latrell. A deep three. Short. And the rebound is controlled by Vanderbilt. Okereke will give it off to Tanner, who brings it now front court for the Doors. Tanner to Miles. Top of the arc. He'll get double teamed out high. Needs to unload it. Lost it out of bounds. And a late whistle on Alabama. That's going to be on Keaton Bristow. And on Bristow, that'll be his 3rd personal foul.
Yeah, and could have got him a few seconds earlier. The refs didn't call it, but did call the second one. Got to be smart with those double teams, especially that far from the basket.
Front court with the dribble is Tanner. Takes it to the right wing, defended by Reitzel. A bounce pass, knocked away and stolen. Latrell with the takeaway. That's only the 7th by Alabama. Reitzel stopping in the lane, kicking it back out to Allen. Amari on the drive, stopping on the block. Fires the pass to Holloway. He'll get fouled out high as they'll whistle that one on Miles. And on Miles, that'll be personal number 2.
It's really a smart play by Miles because he fouled him initially, and now with a new continuation rule in college basketball, he fouled him a second, third time to make sure he didn't finish at the rim, but it wasn't a shooting foul.
Driving is Allen on the block, spinning, playing through contact, missing with the left hand. Rebound is tipped out, and getting the victory to the ball will be Miles. Missed the layup, though, and a rebounding foul is going to be whistled, I believe, on the Crimson Tide. McLaughlin came crashing in and got the board, and they'll call the foul on Latrell Reitzel Jr. That'll be his 2nd.
Well, one thing that has really stood out about this Vanderbilt team, we knew about Duke Miles and Tyler Tanner, one of the best backcourts in the SEC, but the physicality of this Vanderbilt team, 1 through 5, they are tough on the inside. Alabama adjusted to that late in the first half, but you could see the physicality paying off for Vanderbilt on that defensive possession.
Doors inbound it to Nickel at the timeline. Now to Miles to the far side. Tanner. Tanner going to his right. Gets into the lane. Puts it up with the left hand. The soft touch results in the made bucket and a 2-point Vandy lead, 45-43. 18 and a half minutes remaining. Here's Philon working left side. Trying to get free. Can't do it. Picks up his dribble. Gives it to Bo Bowen. And now to Holloway near wing. Holloway going right. Getting cut off by McLaughlin. Picks up the dribble. Throws it away. Stepping in front was Tanner to get the steal. Got away with a push-off. Bama tried to take it away, but then lost it out of bounds. Boy, that's a bad no call. Clearly, Tanner shoving Aiden Holloway in the open floor and no whistle about it. But Holloway made a terrible pass that was late. And that's why Nate Oates has taken him out of the game. He gets Houston Millett in to replace him. In the paint, spinning, shooting, and missing is Nickel, but rebounding position for Okereke. Around the horn, they work it. Tanner for 3, no good. Rebound fought for, and Bama's going to come out with it. Good box out there collectively by the Tide. Now here's Philon to Reitzel, top of the arc. Latrell trying to get into the lane. Does. Got bumped, got knocked to the deck, and they'll call a foul on Okereke.
That was the right call. They didn't want to call it until Latrell Reitzel hit the deck. And listen, I appreciate that. That's one of those advantage-disadvantage calls, and they weren't going to call it, but obviously disadvantage went to the guy that got knocked to the ground, Latrell Reitzel. Alabama will get it back. Fans didn't like it on the replay, but a clear block and push, and Alabama will inbound the ball underneath their own goal. Not a great start for Alabama taking care of the ball. That's what got Vanderbilt out to a 13-point lead, and one of the reasons Aiden Holloway went to the bench.
Bama inbounds it to Reitzel in the corner to Bowen on the wing. Back in the corner, Phylon, catch and shoot three. Looked like it was partially blocked, and then a rebounding foul is going to be called on Amari Allen. Boy, I hope Phylon's three was blocked. It was 5 feet short.
It's a different broadcasting position here, courtside or lower, kind of below the court almost, and we're looking across the court. I thought there may have been contact.
There was. I didn't think there was. The fact. Yeah, you're right. The three on the other end, up and no good for Vandy. Ball's deflected and controlled by Phylon. Now we're pushing it in transition. LeBaron lets traffic go by, gets into the lane, trying to step through, count it, and he's fouled. The Euro Mobile step from Reitzel for Phylon, ties it at 45 and gives him a chance for an and one.
And listen, that is a move that this entire team works on. We saw it during warm-ups. It's that side step, Euro step, Mobile step, whatever you want to call it, but not too many people can execute it the way LeBaron Phylon has this season. Able to take the contact, play through the physicality of Miles and complete the three-point play.
Phylon knocks down the free throw to give Alabama the lead once again. I think it's the third lead of the day for the Crimson Tide. Boy, did my phone blow up after the European side of Mobile comment the other game. Here is Vanderbilt in the front court with it. Miles on the drive. They're going to call a hold on Bobo, and Nate Oates can't believe it.
That's great defense by Taylor Boboin. Gave ground, moved his feet, didn't use his hands. Nate Oates trying to defend his player on that. It'll be a foul against the Crimson Tide, but love the on-the-ball defense by Taylor Boboin on that possession.
Hadn't scored, but he's got 5 rebounds. Unfortunately, 2 fouls now on Taylor as well. Here's Nickel on the drive against London Jemison. Step back from 12 feet is good. And we're tied. Actually, it's a 1-point lead for Vandy, 47-46. Here's Phylon the other way. Hesitates, stops, looks, gives it off to Millett. Houston with a nice job saving the possession for the Crimson Tide. Vandy fans clearly wanted a foul, no whistle. Here's now Reitzel with the basketball left wing. Driving underneath the basket, kicks it in the corner. Jemison, 3, no good. Rebound tipped by Millett, and then he gets shoved to the deck. Vandy runs the other way. They work it in the corner. Okereke throws it back to Nickel. Nickel over to Miles, who misses the 3, and the rebound's controlled by Jemison of Alabama. Jemison front court, going downhill. Got bumped, late whistle, and he'll go to the line, and Vanderbilt fans are losing their minds right now.
I'm not sure that was a shooting foul. Wasn't able to get that up. He was about to go into shooting motion. Falls to the ground, was a little bit out of control. Listen, that one could have gone either way. I don't kind of understand the frustration by Vanderbilt fans on that one, and I understand the frustration of Nate Oates on a couple of these calls lately. Nobody happy with the men in stripes at this point.
Latrell Reitzel out of the game. He is laying down at the end of the Alabama bench. I don't know if he's tired or if he tweaked something, but we'll see if he comes back in a few moments. Jalil Bethea in for the Tide. He's got it, works it over to Bowen. Back to Bethea, top of the arc. 10 on the shot clock. Jalil going to his right, gives it off to Bowen for 3. Short, caught underneath and laid in for 2 by Aiden Holloway. Can we give him an assist on the lob to Holloway?
That's right. Beautiful alley-oop attempt to the smallest man on the floor.
On the other end, Vandy misses a runner. Rebounded by Bowen. That'll be his 6th. And here comes Bama the other way. Left corner, Millett, 3, no good. And a rebounding foul is going to be whistled on the Commodores. Jalil Bethea in good position, able to draw the contact, and Alabama with 15:28 to go in the second half, has a 48-39 47 lead. Yep, here in Nashville. Good guys on top on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Bomb Hours wants to save you some holiday cash with their wildly popular Inflation Bites menu, with specials starting at $8.99, like their signature fresh Omaha beef custom grind tailgate burger and the Bam Bam chicken platter. Receive a free Red Diamond iced tea or Pepsi product with any Inflation Bites handheld or entree. So visit your local Bomb Hours and save some holiday cash with a deal that will make the whole family smile, and your wallet too.
Hey fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
We're in Nashville. Bama's up 1, 48-47, 15-28 to go in the ball game. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combination. Fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola today. Tom Stipe, Chris Stewart, Brian Pasick in Music City, courtside, BP. A little better start than the first half.
Yeah, Alabama doing a great job on the backboard, out-rebounding the Commodores 30-22. An advantage of 10-5 on the offensive glass. And London Jemison leading the way on the backboard. He's got 7 rebounds to go along with 5 points, and his play has been needed. Aiden Sherrill apparently not available. He was questionable coming into this game. We saw him warm up early and then did not continue with warm-ups, so we don't expect to see him. One of his replacements, Noah Williamson, who played his best game in an Alabama uniform against the Kentucky Wildcats on Saturday. He struggled from a foul standpoint, only played a few minutes, but picked up 3 fouls in limited action. But fortunately, the freshman, London Jemison, has come in and played well defensively, rebounding the ball. He's been aggressive, taking it to the rim, and he's been able to match the physicality of this Vanderbilt team. We knew how good these Vanderbilt guards were, but one of the reasons this is one of a handful of undefeated teams in college basketball is because of their athleticism, their physicality to go along with their skill on the perimeter.
Out of the timeout, Vanderbilt will go with Tanner, Nickel, Washington, Okereke, and also Tyler Harris. Alabama breaking its huddle with Amari Allen, Noah Williamson, Jalil Bethea, London Jemison, and Aiden Holloway as it's 5 taking the floor. Inbounding it underneath their own basket. Tide gets it to Holloway in the corner for 3, bottom. A bank first three-pointer from Aiden Holloway, and Bama has its biggest lead at 51-47.
And he was asking for the foul. He hit the deck, kind of had an awkward release, felt like he got hit, but able to knock it down.
Tanner on the drive, and a whistle and a foul away from the ball. They're going to get Noah Williamson for his 4th in 4 minutes. Good night. Poor Noah. Hard to get any rhythm going when you get 4 fouls in 4 minutes. Nate Oates says, don't worry about it. It's been that kind of night. Driving, Okereke goes right by Jemison, and then they'll call a foul for an and one as Bama was late rotating over.
Well, you shouldn't have to rotate.
Yeah,
guard your man. And London Jemison relaxed for just a second. He's been so good in this game, but just a little relaxed against Okereke. Speaking of physicality, went up, should have just left him alone. That was going to be a wide open layup or dunk. Instead, it's a 3-point play.
So the Doors back to within 1, 51-50 with 15:05 to go here in the second half. Here's Allen front court for Alabama. Going to his right, picks up his dribble, needs help, finds it in Bolbo and gives it back to Amari. Working against Nickel. Gets into the lane, kicks it into the corner. Holloway spinning away from trouble. To Amari, to Bowl Bowen. One more, near side, Bethea. One more to Bowl Bowen. Top of the arc, three, short. And the rebound comes to Allen, to Bethea. Jalil with a reset at 20. Drives to his right and gets fouled by Nickel. And that will be foul number 6 on Vanderbilt. We've had 12 fouls called, 6 on each side in this half, and we have yet to play 6 minutes.
That's a great job offensively. Alabama moving the ball around the perimeter, making the extra pass on a couple of occasions. And when you move the defense like that, it's hard to get block-out assignments. Alabama with a second chance opportunity.
Holloway gets the inbounds, works it left side, gives it off Bethea. Top of the arc, they're going to call a moving screen on the Tide and Taylor Bowl Bowen. And Nate Oates is in the ear of Bart Lennox. He was not the referee that made the call, but he's saying there was a hold, and in fact, they want a hook.
I think they're going to look at it. This is one of those situations where maybe a hook and hold situation. Nate Oates and his staff have called for it on a couple of different occasions, and depending
so for our listeners, explain exactly what the rule is and what you saw.
So if you grab a guy arm to arm, wrap it around, and kind of pull somebody towards you or down.
Is appealing the previous play.
They're going to review it, but you're not allowed to kind of pull a guy down.
Yeah. Whether you pull him to the ground or not.
Yeah.
Pulling him, period.
And so in this situation, at that angle, and we've had a couple different angles.
I'm not sure that's going to call there. I'll tell you, the review is brought to you by Bromberg's, Alabama's oldest and most trusted jeweler.
As I can tell you from watching SEC basketball over the last couple of days, you never know how a review is going to go. It may just go your way.
It may
depending on who you're
for. May go against you. Hard to predict, despite what you may see with your own eyes. But they are still reviewing this one, and it's either going to be Vanderbilt ball or it'll be a hook and hold called, I believe, on Washington, who is the screener out high.
Vanderbilt's got a bunch of big, strong dudes that are physical, and Taylor Bowl Bowen trying to make a play and trying to set up an open teammate, Jalil Bethea, who's played really well in this game. He's done the little things. Not a big game statistically, which he has the capability of doing that, but he's rebounding the ball, he's attacked, made the right pass, the right play at the right time.
Well, let's see what Don Daly's going to tell us.
Well, they're
still looking at it.
No announcement, but they have gone and talked to each of the coaching staffs.
Here we go.
After review, the foul call on 7 red will be taken away, and we have a hook and hold foul on 10 white. Red 7 will shoot 2 free throws, and then red ball.
So that's big. Couple of reasons. I did a horrible job describing it, but Bethea missed badly on the three-point attempt. And it was going to be Vanderbilt basketball. And instead of it being Vandy ball and a hold or a foul on Bowl Bowen, it becomes a foul on Vanderbilt. He gets 2 shots and we get the ball, right?
That's exactly right. And here's the thing, as we watch a couple different angles here courtside, you see one
Taylor
angle,
misses the first, and you
see
can
one
tell
angle
from the reaction. And I think Taylor just got a delay of game warning because he missed the first, and as the rebound came to him, he shot it again just to get a better feel. And, you know, Brian Dorsey took up more time by telling us that it was a delay of game, that if he just left it alone.
He delayed the game by announcing the delay of game.
Okereke, by the way, picked up his 4th on that play.
Yeah, that's a big call for a lot of reasons. But going back to the replay, I mean, we saw 3 different angles. They looked like potentially 3 different plays.
Yeah.
So I like the one they picked.
Me too. He makes the second free throw, does Taylor Bolbowen. And so Bama gets the ball up by 2 now with 14:28 to go. Here's Amari Allen with it for the Crimson Tide out high. Playing to his left, goes downhill, had his shot attempt blocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Alabama from the baseline.
We talked about Vanderbilt's rim protection, one of the best in the SEC. That was a great drive by Amari Allen. Nice recovery by Vanderbilt. Ball goes out of bounds.
Allen in the paint against the double team. Spin, shoots, and hits the fall away 12-footer. We don't see a lot of those taken by the Tide, but that's a big make.
Well, he took what the defense gave him. Tyler Nickel with great defense, able to spin back, and that was a pro move by a future pro.
Vandy drives it into the paint. Washington gets fouled. Jalil Bethea going, what do you mean that's on me? And I guess it wasn't. It was on Amari Allen, but Bethea holding both sides of his head. He got popped inadvertently on that drive, and now he's holding his jaw. I guess his ears were ringing because he got popped in the jaw.
Going back to the offensive end, what a move by Amari Allen as he checks out. It was well defended by Tyler Nickel, but a strong move, the soft touch. Amari Allen so smooth in the mid post. You mentioned not something we see often, but Matos doesn't mind if you take what the defense gives them. That was open, and Amari able to knock it down.
First free throw missed by Tyler Harris. Vanderbilt is just 12 of 19 from the charity stripe in the game. Bama's 12 of 16. Second free throw short, but the rebound by Vandy, and a foul called on the Crimson Tide's Taylor Bolbowen.
Boy, you get a guy to miss both free throws and don't get a block out. And blocking out has not been an issue in this game. Alabama's been dominant on the glass, but that is a tough one to give up. Alabama out-rebounding the Commodores 32-23, but 2 missed free throws and now a 1-and-1 for Vandy.
And they hit the front end of the 1-and-1.
Yeah, that's frustrating.
It is.
You got a guy that missed 2 and 4 free throws attempted on this trip for the Commodores.
Bama's been called for 8. Vandy's been called for 7. And again, we played 6 minutes of this half. Both free throws good, so a missed opportunity for Bama as Vandy cuts it back down to 2. Aiden Holloway bringing it ahead for the Tide with Tanner defending him. Holloway playing off the screen for Bolbowen. Finds Millette all alone. 3, bottom, no good. Hit the back iron, and the rebound is tipped and knocked to the deck. Was Flood to Jemison trying to get the loose ball, and they say he just lost it out of bounds.
Alabama and Houston Millette with a wide open 3. He's been long on all of his 3-point attempts. Alabama getting some good looks, not able to capitalize.
Tanner with the basketball, driving, and a hold's going to be whistled on Aiden Holloway. One and one for Vandy, as that is the 9th foul on the Crimson Tide.
And Vanderbilt, a really good free throw shooting team. Double bonus the rest of the way. Alabama guards especially have to do a great job of moving their feet, not putting hands on guys. They've been calling it tight here in the second half.
Vandy a 77% free throw shooting team on the year. They hit the front end of the 1-and-1 there. And they'll have another chance upcoming. This one would tie it at 54 with 13:30 to play. Both free throws good by Tanner. He now has 10 points. And the crowd's back in it as we're tied at 54. Holloway on the drive. Puts up a tough runner and got it to go. Great move. Aiden Holloway now with a dozen, and Alabama leads it by a bucket.
The last couple of years, he's not able to get that off because he took a lot of contact, but because of the strength, was able to gather himself and finish.
Vanderbilt with the basketball up top. It's Miles working to his right, getting into the lane. Tough runner, no good. Rebound tipped and controlled by Jemison for Alabama. And now here's Amari Allen front court. Amari giving it off to Holloway. Aiden, top of the arc. Aiden, little shake and bake move against Washington. Gets into the lane, tough runner, block. And here comes Tanner the other way. Tanner going downhill, puts it up off the window and in, and we're tied at 56. And Bama throws it away on the inbounds. It's knocked out of bounds, touch last by the Crimson Tide. Bowen sloppy with the basketball. And he's going to come out of the game.
Yeah, just a lazy pass. And Vanderbilt leads the SEC in steals. The guy that is defending in that situation leads the league in steals. And a casual, slow bounce pass to the corner. That is going to get picked off 10 times out of 10, and Taylor Bowen will check out.
So too will Aiden Holloway, as Latrell Reitzel Jr. is in for the Crimson Tide. 12:30 to go. Vanderbilt with the basketball. They'll drive it into the lane, stop, spinning, and scoring will be McLaughlin, and London Jemison's going to be guilty for the foul. So McLaughlin now with 8 points. Check that, he's got 6 to go with his 7 rebounds.
Yeah, Alabama.
Vanderbilt's on top, 58-56.
Alabama having to go with a little bit of a smaller lineup. No true center with Aiden Sherrill out. Noah Williamson in foul trouble. And the size and strength of Vanderbilt paying off after the turnover. Vanderbilt with a chance to extend the lead.
Free throw up and good for McLaughlin. 7 points now to go with his 7 boards. And the crowd very much in it. So's full court pressure by Vandy. They back off after the first pass by Alabama. And here comes Allen front court. Amari with it, going to his left, getting downhill, put it up, got fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2 shots with 12-14 remaining in the second half.
Strong move by the freshman, Amari Allen. Able to get past the defender, take the contact, and get to the line. Another great game for the freshman. 8 now 9 points with that made free throw. 8 rebounds, 3 assists. Playing all over the court. Started at power forward, playing a little point guard on this possession.
Both free throws good by Allen. And it's 59-58. Vanderbilt by 1. And we got some discussion among the officials. I'm not really sure what it's about, but play has resumed. Whatever the conversation, it was a quick one. And a whistle and a foul. What a shot. With 12:06 to go, a block is whistled on the Crimson Tide, and so Vanderbilt's going to get 2 shots now.
If Alabama's going to win this game, they're going to have to defend without fouling. You mentioned Vanderbilt, a really good free throw shooting team in the double bonus with 13 minutes to play. They're smart, they're strong, they're athletic. They get to the basket, creating contact, and if Vanderbilt's living at the line the last 12:06, that is bad news for the visitors.
It is indeed, as Bristow will check out with 4 fouls now. And Taylor Bowen will come back in. Bowen's got 3 himself. Second free throw up and good as Miles hit them both. And the lead is at 61-58 for Vanderbilt nearing the 12-minute mark. Allen with it between the circles. Amari playing off of the screen, gives it off to Millette. Kicks it into the corner. Reitzel lets the defender go by. 3 for the tie, no good. Rebound claimed by Vandy, and a foul's going to be whistled on London Jemison. You got players tangled up underneath the basket as we've come to immediate timeout. 11:47 remains in this contest. 61-58, Vanderbilt leading it by 3. A foul fest in Nashville on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
You can find all Crimson Tide Sports Network video content online on the CTSN YouTube page. It's the home of the live booth and courtside cams, episodes of Crimson Drive driven by NASCAR, plus replays of Crimson Tide Rewind. Our YouTube shorts will deliver thrilling Alabama radio highlights, plus interview clips from Alabama student athletes, coaches, and media members that you can't miss. Subscribe to the Crimson Tide Sports Network on YouTube for the very latest on the Crimson Tide.
What's up, Alabama? This is Ryan Williams reminding you that the best offense against termites, mosquitoes, and other pests is Cook's Pest Control. I run routes and make catches on the field, but off the field, I trust Cooks to catch what I can't. Fast, precise, always getting the job done right, just like me. That's pest control you can trust. Call Cooks today for your free inspection. Roll Tide.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie. Cooks Pest Control.
Bama's down 3 in Nashville, 61-58 to Vanderbilt. 11:48 to go in the ball game. When you want the best steak in Alabama, go to Big Mike's Steakhouse. Visit online at bigmikesteakhouse.com. For a location near you, you're always close to a Big Mike's. BP, this one's lived up to its billing.
It has. It's two of the best teams in the SEC and two teams that I think have a chance to make a lot of noise nationally. Vanderbilt, undefeated, one of a handful of undefeated teams in college basketball. They have not played the schedule that Alabama has, but the good teams they played, they've beaten, and they've beaten soundly. Great atmosphere here at Memorial Gym, always a tough place to play. But right now, Alabama struggling with defending without fouling, and we've talked about it the last few minutes. It's been a foul fest here in the second half, both ways. A lot of free throws coming up. We've had Vanderbilt in the double bonus. They're a great free throw shooting team. Alabama's got to figure out a way to defend, to play physical, but play smart and do it without fouling. Adjust to the officiating, understanding that they're calling a lot, whether there's significant contact or not. And right now, Vanderbilt, they've been able to live at the line, extend the lead through free throws, and Alabama's got several guys in foul trouble, but Bama more than capable of winning this game. But it starts defensively, and the way that they overcame a 13-point lead and took the lead here in this one was defending, rebounding at a high level, taking care of the ball. The defense has been good, but it's got to be without fouling because of the foul situation. You got guys that are close to fouling out. This is not a deep Alabama team at the moment because of injury, because of foul trouble. Alabama's got to close out strong on the defensive end.
Bama with Reitzel, Allen, Jemison, Bowen, and Holloway on the floor, as at the strike, McLaughlin misses the first of two for Vanderbilt, keeping it a 3-point door lead at the moment. You got Jemison on the floor with 4, and Holloway and Allen with 3 each, as the second free throw is up and good.
We haven't seen a lot of LeBaron Philon
He
here
is
lately.
not on the floor now.
He's on the Alabama bench.
He's at the end of the Bama bench at the moment, as the layup is good for 2 by Holloway. And again, he's sitting at the end of the bench. Not sure of what his status is, if it's injury related or coach's decision. Is driving to the top of the arc, Washington giving it off now to Miles. Miles going to his left, got away with a push off, leans in, misses the jumper, it's no good, and the rebound run down by Reitzel.
Great job defensively by Amari Allen.
Holloway with the basketball now, going to his left. in the lane. Holloway driving, tough runner, swings it over. Jemison went for the dunk, but got fouled and gets knocked to the deck, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2 for the Crimson Tide.
My goodness, what an aggressive athletic move. Trying to go up and throw it down. Aiden Holloway with a great pass. Got up in the air, thought he was going to come down. Didn't really have anywhere to go with it. Had the presence of mind and the strength to get it to London Jemison. Went up, took the contact, tried to throw it down. Instead, he'll be at the line for 2.
I'm looking at the Bama bench. Help me. Do you see Aiden Holloway? Because I don't. LeBaron Filine. Forgive me. I'm sorry. Filine I do not see, and I don't see Clark Coulter either. As the free throw is missed by Jemison, he'll get another attempt. I thought I saw Filine, but I was mistaken. He must be back in the locker room. Jemison missed them both. The tip wouldn't go, and the rebound control on McLaughlin. Bama had a chance to tie it at the stripe. Couldn't do it. We got 10:44 to play. Vanderbilt the ball in the 62-60 lead. Tanner with it, working it around near side. Nickel, a deep 3, rims out. Rebounded Jemison, and then now the Tide will push it ahead with Holloway. Holloway to Allen. Allen trying to go downhill, gets into the lane, kicks it into the corner. Bo Bowen, 3, well short, and the rebound saved by Vandy. Bo Bowen 0 from the field, 0 for 5 from the arc. They throw a lob, and throwing it home is Washington for 2. Bama runs the other way. Holloway trying to get to the rim, gets fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2 shots with 10:07 to go. Bama on the attack after giving up the made basket. And credit Latrell Reitzel for getting it out of the net in a hurry, or off the floor in a hurry after Washington had thrown it home. That's the 4th on McLaughlin, by the way, as Holloway misses a free throw. That's 3 straight missed by Alabama, as the Tide is now 14 of 21 from the free throw line. Vandy is 20 of 29.
And that one coming from one of the best free throw shooters in the SEC, Aiden Holloway, a little short.
Hits the second one, though. Again, still no LeBaron Filine in the Bama bench area, and no Clark Coulter, the athletic trainer. Vandy, near side with Tanner. Left alone, shoots a 3, hits it. Bama runs the other way with Holloway, or excuse me, Reitzel. Goes to his left, spins into the lane. Tough teardrop, short, rebounded by Williamson. Out to Reitzel for 3 again, missed it again. And the rebound's controlled by Vanderbilt. Latrell's got 8, but he is 2 of 7 from beyond the arc.
2 great looks at it, just not able to knock either down.
6-point Vanderbilt lead with 9.5 to go. Tanner beats the defender, gets to the rim. He's made back-to-back buckets, and the lead is at 8. Here's Allen on the drive, had it stripped, but a foul's going to be called on Okereke, I believe, and if so, that's his 5th. Or did they whistle that one instead? They must have on Nickel. And that is the 4th on Nickel.
Another aggressive move by Amari Allen. With LeBaron Filine out, we still don't know his status. Well, it's going to fall on Amari Allen from a ball handling standpoint. He and Aiden Holloway become the primary ball handlers. Hopefully we'll see LeBaron, but as you mentioned, no sign of him on the Alabama bench.
So Allen hits them both, and it's back to a 6-point game, 69-63, with 9:12 and ticking time left to play. Front court with the dribble is Tanner. Tanner will throw a lob to Washington, who nearly threw it away, and he does. Bethea able to save it for the Tide. Bethea on the drive, gets into the lane, tried a no-look pass to Millette of the corner, and thankfully it was knocked out of bounds by Bing. Chandler Bing deflecting it out of bounds for Vanderbilt, as they will get Harris in and get Tyler Nickel out of the game. They'll also make another change in getting Mike James in the contest, I believe, for the first time, and getting Washington out. Bama inbounds it to Bethea on the wing. Now to Bristow. Back to Holloway for three. Short. Rebound, tip, twice, scramble on the deck. Bethea wins the battle for it. Now another scramble and a tie-up, or is it a timeout for Nate Oates? Nope, it's a tie-up, and the arrow's going to favor Vanderbilt, but it ain't from a lack of effort that Bama didn't get that possession.
Great effort by Alabama, but continues to struggle from the three-point line. Alabama looks a little tired, and you wonder, with the lack of depth because of injury, foul trouble, all those things, a couple players, or A.D. Sherrill not available. LeBaron Philon not in the game for several minutes, don't know his status. But Alabama with some great looks from the three-point line, 1 for 12.
And Nate Oates just got teed up, and he better be careful or he's going to be out. I tell you what, Bart Lennox teed him up, and Nate was chasing him. And I credit Bart for walking away, because there are a lot of officials in this league that probably would have turned and gotten their feelings hurt and teed him up again. And now Don Daly has told Nate Oates to get back in the box, as at the line shooting the two technical free throws will be Tyler Tanner for Vandy, trying to add to a 6-point lead with 8:39 to go. And Tanner hits the first.
Now looking over on the Alabama bench, not a lot of guys over there right now that are available. And you've got Latrell Reitzel as Tanner makes a couple free throws. Laying on the ground, looks to be in some pain on the Bama bench.
Yep, Clark's working on him.
Clark Holter, Alabama's trainer, is back out there. I don't see LeBaron Philon.
No. So we're without our starting center, two starting guards, one of which is possibly the conference player of the year. But yet Bama still in it, down 8 with 8.5 to go. Vandy for three, near wing, up and good. James hits his first shot of the night, and the lead's at 11. Bama needs a bucket in a big way. On the drive, Amari Allen lays it up and in for two, and that stops what had been a stretch where Alabama had gone 0 for its previous 5. Tanner kicks it over into the corner. Three up, short this time, rebounded by Bristow, and Bama will run the other way with Amari Allen trying to cut into a 9-point deficit. Amari on the drive, lost it, got it back, put it up, wouldn't go, but he's fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot two when we come back to Memorial Gymnasium. 74-65, Vanderbilt leading Alabama with 7:46 to play here on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
At Red Diamond, we take a lot of things lightly. Dog on the couch? Sure, that's fine. Wearing socks or sandals? Why not? But sweet tea? Around here, sweet tea is a way of life. One of the unspoken rules. Just 3 simple ingredients: tea, water, and sugar, and that's it. Always refreshing. Always Red Diamond. Find us in your local refrigerated section. Red Diamond Sweet Tea. The perfect sip does exist.
There's team pride, and then there's extra Tide pride. When I'm carrying the University of Alabama Regions Visa debit card or prepaid Regions Now card, that's exactly what I get. Whether I'm grabbing some extra Bama gear or picking up an extra dozen wings for the game, this card always brings it. Sometimes I get an extra Roll Tide from the cashier, too. Visit regions.com/GoBama to get yours.
Extra changes everything. And at Regions, Extra is our ordinary. Official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC.
Vandy 74, Bama 65, 7:46 to go in the ball game here in Nashville. Bama fans, be sure and catch Hey Coach and the Nate Oates Show presented by Alpha Insurance. Live from Baumhauer's Victory Grill in Tuscaloosa, Monday nights from 6 to 7 on the Crimson Tide Sports Network. BP's tough sledding the last few minutes. Bama may run out of guys.
Yeah, Alabama without their starting center, Aiden Sherrill, and without maybe the conference player of the year at this point, and LeBaron Filine. He hasn't played in several minutes. We don't know his status. We haven't seen him on the Alabama bench. We did notice that Bama's trainer, Clark Holder, was not on the bench for a while. We think possibly attending to LeBaron. We don't know. We haven't heard. But he's not on the court. He's not on the bench. And right now, Alabama struggling with some foul trouble with a couple of key players out and not able to get consistent stops. Vanderbilt's been able to get to the free throw line and convert, and when Alabama hasn't fouled, they've had success scoring at the rim and at the three-point line. Vanderbilt's 4 for their last 5, and they've already been to the free throw line 31 times in this one. Alabama's been there a bunch, not quite as many, but got to defend without fouling and got to get stops. Alabama has not been able to do it, but fortunately, Amari Allen has stepped up in the absence of LeBaron Filine. He's got 14 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, been taking the ball strong to the basket.
While we have a minute, let's pause 10 seconds for station ID in Nashville. This is the Crimson Tide Sports Network.
Amari Allen at the line for Alabama, shooting 2 shots with the Tide down 9. Hits the first. Amari now with 15 points. Tying Aiden Holloway for the players on the floor with the most, but LeBaron Filine's 18 to lead the Tide. Unfortunately, he is not on the Bama bench at the moment. We assume back in the locker room, not sure what ailment has kept him out of action for about the last 10 minutes. 7:35 to play. Bama down 74-67. Vandy driving, getting the bucket again was Tanner as he's gotten hot in the last few minutes.
Now Vanderbilt 5 out of their last 6 from the field.
21 for Tanner now in the ball game as Amari Allen will drive. He'll throw a bounce pass saved initially by Millette, but they say no, it hit the baseline. I'm a little out of control. And here comes Latrell Reitzel, who's been attended to on the Bama bench, and he's going to come back into the game. And I think to replace Jalil Bethea. Nate tells Bethea, get ready, you're going back in shortly. 7:16 to go. Vanderbilt 76, Bama 67. Front court with the dribble is Tanner. Plays off a screen. Tanner trying to shake free, gives it off to Bing. Now to the right side to Harris. Harris stepping back from 17, missed it, and they're going to call Taylor Bowen for a foul, crashing the glass. And on Bowen, that'll be his 4th. Check that. Houston Millette guilty of the foul, and that'll be Houston's 1st.
It has been a while since Alabama's gotten a stop. And going back to the first half, Vanderbilt got off to a big lead, up 13 early in this game. and it was defense leading to offense. Alabama's been stagnant on the offensive end. It's because they're going against a set half-court defense of Vanderbilt. They're really good when they're able to get set, and they've been set here the last several possessions.
Second free throw miss, rebounded Millette. Here comes Holloway the other way for Bama. Tide needs a bucket. Allen to his left. Crossing to now his right. Plays through contact. Whistle and a foul is going to be called on Washington of the Commodores, and that'll be his third. That is the 24th foul called on Vandy in this game. 26 have been called on the Tide. Both teams in the double bonus.
That's the right call because of how this game has been officiated in the second half. But I hate the way it's been officiated in the second half. Every little ticky-tack contact has been a foul. At least to give the officials credit, at least they've, for the most part, called it both ways.
They have.
Let them play. These are two of the best teams in the SEC, and it has been a free throw contest. And right now, Vanderbilt is winning that free throw contest.
At the stripe, Allen, he hit the first, and he hits the second. And Amari now has 18 points for the Crimson Tide. It's an 8-point game, 77-69, with 6:38 to go. Tanner with it, playing off the screen. Goes to his right, hesitates, goes right again, kicks it back out. Three ball up and good from Harris. His first points of the game. Bama runs the other way with Taylor Bowen, and he gets fouled. And Taylor will go to the line to shoot two shots. Bama down 11 at the moment with 6:19 to go.
Smart play by Taylor Bowen, considering how this half has been officiated. Just attack the basket, create contact, get to the line. Nice play by Taylor Bowen. And Alabama very capable of coming back and winning this game, but not if they don't get stops on the defensive end. Very few here the last several minutes for Bama.
Two shots for Taylor Bowen as he hits the first. Just his second point of the game. He's got 6 rebounds, but he's 0 for 5 from 3. Second attempt up and good as well. And it's a 9-point game once more with 6:15 to go. Bama on the wrong end of an 80-71 score here in Nashville. Tanner on the drive, gets into the lane, kicks it into the corner. 3 is missed by Harris. Rebound knocked out of bounds, and a foul is called on Vandy as well.
And Taylor Bowen's down, holding his right leg. Alabama's been dealing with all kind of injuries throughout this season and in this game, and it looks like another one's down as Nate Oates checking on Taylor Bowen.
Clark Coulter is back in the locker room. And now Bowen is going to check out. It looks like Keaton Bristow is going to come in to replace him as Taylor is limping off the floor. Clark, the busiest man around now. He just came back from the locker room, and there's another one that needs attending to on the Bama bench.
Unfortunately for Clark, he has been busy all season long.
He has. Latrell Reitzel Jr. shooting 2 with 6:05 to go. Hits the first, and it's down to an 8-point game, 80-72. Keep fighting, fellas. Keep fighting. Second one's up, crawled over the front iron, and the Tide trails by 7 now, 80-73. We got Reitzel, Bristow, Jemison, Allen, and Holloway on the floor. Doors drive in, they miss the layup, but the tap in is good by McLaughlin. 9-point lead for Vandy. On the other end, Holloway trying to shake free from Bain. Gives it over to Jemison. Now to Holloway. Holloway giving it out. Jemison for 3. No good. Rebound claimed by McLaughlin, and the Doors will walk it up, leading by 9.
Nato's trying to encourage his team to get down, get a stop.
McLaughlin just flopped. Thankfully wasn't called. Nate wants a warning for a flop. It didn't come. Now leaning in is Tanner. His shot wouldn't go, but they call a foul on the Crimson Tide, and Keaton Bristow's just fouled out.
Nate Oates asking for a push-off. It may have been a foul, but Tyler Tanner extended the arm. A lot of times you'll get the offensive foul call. Didn't get it. Nate Oates got a technical earlier in the half. He's talking to the official about Tanner extending that forearm, but it'll be Vanderbilt back at the line.
Bristow out. Taylor Bowen limps back to the floor for Alabama as Tanner hits the first free throw and gets the lead to 10. Second free throw up and good by Tanner as well. 23 for Tanner. 6 of 6 from the free throw line. Here's Holloway. Aiden to his right, rises, fires, misses the three. Rebounded, Jemison missed, and a foul's going to be whistled as Allen crashed the glass, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Alabama has hit 22 threes a couple of games ago, 15 against Kentucky. Only 6 in this one. 6 for 32, just over 18%, and just 1 for 14 this half. And some good looks from some really good shooters. We talked about because of the foul situation, the injury situation, not the normal rotation. A few of these Alabama guards that normally knock down shots consistently, maybe a little winded. Those shots are short that usually go down.
Nate's in the ear of Brian Dorsey as both free throws are good by Amari, and he's got 20 points. And Bama gets it back to single digits again, but with 4:50 to go. Got to get stops. Tanner, right side to Okereke, to Nickel, and back to Tanner again. Tanner on the drive, puts it up, no good. Rebound tip twice. Scramble, taken away by the Tide. We got numbers 3-on-2. Holloway on the drive. Tough layup, hung on the rim and wouldn't go, and the rebound claimed by the Commodores. Great effort, but the shot wouldn't go. And it stays a 9-point Vanderbilt lead nearing the 4-minute mark. Miles with it. To his right, stops on a dime, kicks it back out. Tanner, a deep three. That's a brick, and the rebound claimed by Holloway. Aiden will push it ahead for the Tide. Need a bucket bad. Aiden working to his right, getting into the lane, puts it up, wouldn't go, but he got fouled, and he'll have 2 shots when we come back to Nashville. 3:56 to play. Vanderbilt leading it 84-75 here on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
The Alabama Insider Podcast is the official podcast of Crimson Tide Athletics. Catch full episodes of Hey Coach and the Kalen DeBoer Show, Crimson Tide Rewind, Crimson Tide Today Daily Reports, plus full interviews from Crimson Drive driven by NASCAR. Download and subscribe to the Alabama Insider Podcast on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, and all podcast platforms. Roll Tide with the Alabama Insider Podcast.
The Alabama Education Association is the member-driven voice of Alabama's education employees. AEA members are teachers, education support professionals, administrators, professors, future teachers, and education retirees. Joining the Alabama Education Association has never been easier. Use their new online membership for a fast, safe, and secure way to join today.
Visit myaea.org to learn more.
Vandy's up 84-75, 3:56 to go in the ball game in Nashville. Old Dominion Freight Line works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. BP, Old Dominion sponsors our best move of the game.
Well, Alabama's been beat up and down a couple of starters, a couple key starters, but Amari Allen has been in there and he's played at a high level. 20 points, 9 rebounds, a perfect 10 for 10 from the free throw line. He's been in attack mode against this Vanderbilt physical defense. He needs to continue to play at a high level, but maybe more importantly, Alabama needs to get it done on the defensive end. They have not been able to slow down a high-shooting Vanderbilt team. They've been to the free throw line. They've been able to convert at the rim, at the three-point line, and Alabama struggling from the field. Just 1 for their last 10. Haven't had a field goal in over 4 minutes. Fortunately, they've been to the free throw line a bunch, and Amari Allen's led the way there. Perfect 10 for 10 from the stripe.
We're not exactly sure when LeBaron Philon left the game, but we don't remember seeing him after the under-16 media timeout. He had 18 points on the night when we last saw him when he left the game. We don't have anything official on his status health-wise. We are told he is back in the locker room. He has been attended to by Clark Coulter, but nothing beyond that from the Alabama athletic communications or medical staffs since that time. So that is the most recent thing. We would assume that it'll be an update from Nate Oates. Again, we are under the assumption that it is an injury. He had battled through one a couple of weeks ago. Had to miss a game, but back in action and had been playing obviously very, very well. But we have missed him in this second half, along with Aiden Sherrill, who dressed but was not able to go in this one after going through some of the pregame warm-ups early. He hadn't practiced all week. We've also had extended minutes without Latrell Reitzel Jr. Other than that, and Holloway misses the first free throw.
Well, we've been talking about that all game long, is great shooters short with it. And this one, similar situation to Taylor Boboa, the ball goes right back to him. He shot it, and this one may be a technical.
It is.
My goodness.
It's the second. I mean, they already got a warning.
You know, it's just kind of a free thing where the ball goes right back to you. You just shoot it. I mean, you've done it a million times. And I think just like Taylor Boboa, Aiden Holloway frustrated with himself, just, oh my goodness. What a odd play. That's a technical. He wasn't frustrated with the officiating. Just happened to bounce right back to him. I mean, I don't know how many free throws he shot this year, but I don't recall one bouncing right back to him. It did, and ends with a technical, and Vanderbilt knocks down the free throw.
So the free throw is good. The technical free throw, good by Tanner. They get one of those for a delay of game. In a game that has been delayed immensely because of 9,000 whistles blown in this one by our trio in stripes. Now we go to the other end, and Holloway shoots another one and missed them both. And then the rebound is controlled by Vanderbilt. So that was extremely costly. 2 missed free throws and a technical that gave them a make, and it stays a 10-point game. 85-75 Vanderbilt with 3:39 to go. Tanner over to Nickel. Nickel driving, spitting to his left, back to his right. His shot from 12 feet is good, and the lead's at a dozen. Holloway running the other way for Alabama, goes to his right, tries to step back, can't, gives it off to Bethea. Holloway to his right with a dribble, stops, gets into the paint, kicks it into the corner. Bethea, three, too strong. Rebound control by Okereke, and this one slid the wrong way. 12-point lead with 3 minutes to go for Vanderbilt, and they got the ball.
Alabama's one of the best three-point shooting teams in the country. 1 for 15 from deep here in the second half.
Commodores with it. Tanner out high, driving to his right, gets past Bethea, got fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2 shots with 2:45 to go.
Well, you knew it was going to be tough without Aiden Sherrill, one of the best interior defenders in the country. And LeBaron Philon was balling. He was playing at a high level. Has dealt with injury, missed the Yale game, was not full speed against Kentucky, and didn't notice anything. And still, we don't know that it was an injury. We're speculating. We've asked. We haven't heard yet what the situation is, but we have noticed that LeBaron Philon hasn't been on the bench. Clark Holder, Alabama's trainer, has been back and forth to the locker room, so we assume that that's what it could be. But him not being on the court along with Aiden Sherrill, a huge loss for Bama.
Tanner misses 2 free throws, so it stays a 12-point game. Allen dishes Holloway, lets defenders go by, shoots a 3 and knocks it down. Another bank first three-pointer for the Crimson Tide to make it a 9-point game with 2:27 to go. Tanner trying to work away from a trap in the backcourt. Picks up his dribble and a 10-second violation. Bama forces a 10-second violation as Vandy can't get it across, and Alabama will take it over with 2:20 to go.
Well, it's been a struggle for Aiden Holloway from 3 and from the free throw line. You can see the sense of relief after he makes the open 3. Vanderbilt, a really good three-point defensive team. Alabama's had some looks, though, that normally go down.
Holloway with it, with 15 to shoot, 2:15 to play. Reitzel, now to Jemison, 3, no good. Rebound tipped to control by Vandy. Jemison got a good look, but couldn't knock it down. London 0 for 6 from three-point range tonight. Vanderbilt throws it away, stolen by Jemison. He nearly threw it away, but it's saved by Allen. Amari to the rim, lays it up, no, and then knocked out of bounds by Vandy on the rebound attempt. Nate Oates wanting a foul call on Allen's drive to the bucket. Everything else has been, why not? Bama inbounding it from the baseline to the left of their own bucket. Get a 3 right here, and it's a 6-point game. Allen on the drive, gets to the rim, off the window, no good, but he'll go to the line and shoot 2 shots for the Crimson Tide with 1:47 to go, and the Tide trailing 87-78.
Not a ton of bright spots for Alabama in this game. Give Vanderbilt credit. They made it very difficult on the Crimson Tide, but one star and bright spot has certainly been Amari Allen. 20 points, trying to add to it. Also 10 rebounds, 10 for 10 from the line. Needs to continue that. He's been aggressive, taking the ball to the basket. Nate Oates wanted the foul call earlier in the possession. Ball went out of bounds, but Amari Allen in attack mode all night long, gets to the line for 2.
Allen with the free throw, and he now has a career-high 21 points. 20 against Clemson had been his previous career best, but now he's got it at 21. 87-79, 87-80. As Amari is now 12 of 12 from the charity stripe. 7-point game. Vandy trying to inbound it. They do to McLaughlin. Picks up his dribble, gives it off to Nickel, who brings it front court, drives to the rim, can't get it to go, and they'll call a foul on Latrell Reitzel Jr. That will be his 3rd. First free throw up and good for Nickel. Bean checks in, Geller checks out with 1:41 to go. Second free throw up and good, and the lead goes to 9. 89-80. Bama down 9 as Holloway has it, driving into the lane, puts up the teardrop, got it to go. Aiden now with 20 points. The lead is down to 7. Inbounded to Tanner. Bama will trap, they got a steal. Holloway gets it, goes to the corner, shoots a 3. It is off the rim, off the backboard, and out of bounds. Oh, could have got it to 4. If that one had gone, he may have rushed it just a split second, Ryan.
It's the right shot, but yes, wasn't on balance, was fading away. He's been short with a lot of threes and free throws in this game. Missed opportunity for the Crimson Tide.
Tanner gets fouled on the inbounds play. That's going to be on Amari Allen, and that'll be his 4th. Probably easier to tell you who doesn't have 4 right now. Well, on the floor, you got Bethea with 1, you got Reitzel with 3, and Millette with 1. Holloway and Allen with 4 each for Vanderbilt. And it looks like LeBaron Philon is back out of the locker room.
Not on the court, but on the bench, in uniform. Still don't know the status, but good to lay eyes on him.
No question. Would be shocked if we saw him on the floor. Free throw up and good for Tanner. And the lead goes back to 9, 91-82 Vandy. Bama, Allen kicks into the corner, Reitzel lets a defender fly by, shoots and makes a bank first 3, and Nate Oates will use the timeout right there. (91-85) as Bama's got it to 6 with 1:07 left to play.
You know, it's really amazing that Alabama is within a couple of scores with 1 minute to play with all the injuries and the lack of shooting and free throws by Vanderbilt. Alabama still with a chance.
Still with a chance. Down 6, 1:07 to go when we come back on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
What's up, Alabama? This is Ryan Williams reminding you that the best offense against termites, mosquitoes, and other pests is Cook's Pest Control. I run routes and make catches on the field, but off the field, I trust Cooks to catch what I can't. Fast, precise, always getting the job done right, just like me. That's pest control you can trust. Call Cooks today for your free inspection. Roll Tide.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie, Cooks Pest Control.
Bomb Hours wants to save you some holiday cash with their wildly popular Inflation Bites menu, with specials starting at $8.99, like their signature fresh Omaha beef custom grind tailgate burger and the Bam Bam chicken platter. Receive a free Red Diamond iced tea or Pepsi product with any Inflation Bites handheld or entree. So visit your local Bomb Hours and save some holiday cash with a deal that will make the whole family smile, and your wallet too.
Maybe still a chance in Nashville. Bama's up, trails 91-85 to Vanderbilt. Be sure and stay tuned after the game for the Regions post-game show with Bama coach Nate Oates. Put an extra Roll Tide in your wallet with the University of Alabama Regions Visa debit card or prepaid Regions Now card today. Go to regions.com/GoBama. Regions is the official bank of the SEC. BP. Tough hill to climb, but what's it going to take?
I don't think you need to foul immediately. Got to get a stop and then try to make this a one-possession game. Alabama, considering all that has gone against them with the injury situation. We haven't seen LeBaron Philon, although it's great to see him on the Alabama bench. Hasn't been there most of the second half. He's been in the locker room. We speculate that it's possibly an injury because Clark Holder was back there as well. We don't know. But we'll find out post-game. And but he's back on the bench, not in the game. We don't expect to see him. Aiden Sherrill hasn't played in this game. Alabama's been in foul trouble. One of the toughest buildings to play in the SEC against a top 10 team in Vanderbilt. Alabama has not played their best. They've not shot it well. They've had some missed opportunities. And with all that being said, 2-possession game with just over a minute to play. Got to get a stop right here.
It's amazing, and I know part of it's because we've had fouls called about every 7 seconds in this game. But Alabama turned it over 7 times in the first 6 minutes. And it's 13 total now for the game. They've done a much better job of taking care of the ball, even though they've only forced 8 Vanderbilt turnovers. I think 3 of those have come in the last, 3 minutes maybe?
Yeah, and on a night that Tyler Tanner, one of the best young guards, has had one of his better games, coming off a 19-point, 14-assist game at South Carolina, leading all scorers with 26. He's done it from 3. He's done it at the free throw line, and one of the best ball handlers in the SEC. Vanderbilt's going to look to him in this situation.
Washington gets fouled, and that's a good foul by Millette because they want to send the big man to the line, who is 5 of 8 from the stripe in this game, and Millette's one of the few that could afford to foul. That's only his 2nd on the night.
And that's a situation where if Tyler Tanner or Duke Miles has the ball, you're not fouling intentionally.
Right.
But that's why Nate Oates calls a timeout. He's got a veteran group and fouls a guy that you want at the line, but to Vanderbilt's credit, they've gone there and they've knocked them down.
They have indeed. They are 30 of 42. Alabama's 29 of 38. Second one is up and good. And he'll check out, and Bing will come in to replace him again. Or did they put the wrong? Let's see. Vandy wanted McLaughlin out of the game, and that's who they've gotten out as the Tide inbounds it to Bethea. Jalil trying to drive it front court. Gives it off to Allen. Amari looks, gives it off into the corner to Holloway. Aiden on the drive. Tough move to the basket, and the little man has played so hard in this one. He's got 22, and then they call a timeout. Does Vanderbilt with 50 seconds to go, and their lead at 6.
Nate Oates trying to extend this game, and I think you'll see a similar situation. If the right guy gets the ball, he's going to try to foul, and I think one of the reasons Mark Byington got the timeout for Vanderbilt is to make sure he had the right ball handlers and free throw shooters in the game, understanding time and score. He had some defensive players in the game, aren't great free throw shooters. He calls a timeout, gets the guys in that he wants.
See what happens when the two sides break their respective huddles. Ball game that is over 2.5 hours, 2 hours and 40 minutes that we played. Actually 2.5 officially. We started 10 minutes late.
I guess watching LeBaron Feinlein come out on the floor during the timeout, he is moving gingerly, to say the least. But moving.
That's true. Inbounds goes into the corner. Bama's got him trapped, but Tanner is able to get out of it. Weaves into the front court, and Reitzel will foul him and send him to the line. Boy, they had him right where they wanted him, and backed off, and he got out of it. Not a big window to escape, but enough of one. Trying to add to a 6-point Vandy lead with 44 seconds to go. And that one had a lot of metal and a lot of glass, but it settled through. Second attempt upcoming. They would give him 28 for the game, and it rolls off no good. So 1 of 2. Bama hurries the other way. Millette to Allen. Amari off the bounce for 3. Bottom. A bank first three and a timeout for Nate Oates, and then I think Amari just got hit.
It looked like
below the belt. I don't know if it was intentional. Well, understandable. What happened? Oh, I know what happened. He didn't get hit, but one leg went left, the other went right.
Oh.
And that
he slipped on a wet spot. Well, on a wet spot may have been the wet spot after he hit the deck, but
yeah,
put his foot down, and boy, Alabama cannot afford another injury. He hit the deck, no contact, trying to.
Ugh. Boy, he was in a lot of pain, and to be too graphic, but the way he grabbed himself, I thought he'd been hit below the belt, but that's like a strain there that awfully painful, but he's able to stay in the ball game.
That's a good sign.
It is.
You got Preston Murphy Jr. in the game.
You do indeed. He's got fouls to give, and he's a guard. So let's see what happens. They inbound it to Tanner. Can't trap him. Now they get it to Nickel, who nearly threw it away, but it was saved. And was it another 10-second violation? No, it's a timeout called by Vanderbilt that saved them perhaps a 10-second call. 28.9 seconds to go. Vandy leading by 4, 94-90.
And Preston Murphy Jr. is in the game because Alabama's got 4 guys with 4 fouls and another that is fouled out, and Keaton Bristow, 2 on the Alabama bench unavailable. And you assume you have to foul in that situation, and almost had the steal. Bama had a trap, and Preston Murphy Jr. was going to jump the passing lane. Instead, it's a timeout. Vanderbilt and Alabama chance to set up pressure.
So let's see what Alabama will do. As Vanderbilt will inbound the basketball. Side court. 3 seconds to get it across. Nickel doesn't get it in, and a foul's called on Preston Murphy Jr. on the inbounds play. So they'll send Tanner back to the line, where he's got 27 for the game, but he just missed the second of his 2 free throws on the previous trip. Tanner's first, rattles in. Taylor Bowen and Preston Murphy Jr. will check out as Reitzel and Holloway come back in for the Tide. 5-point Vandy lead. 28.9.
Make or miss 2-possession game. Alabama's got to go quick.
And they do, getting it to Bethea. Jalil will rise and fire from deep. It's a brick, rebounded by Bing, and a foul called. That was, you wanted quick, but that may have been too quick right there.
Quick and good, not quick and contested and deep. And that's an area that I think Jalil Bethea will get better in. I thought he made some steps in the right direction in this game. He played well, under control. Time and score, you can't blame him. I mean, Alabama didn't have time to mess around. Probably not the ideal look, but I thought he played well in this game, and he's going to get better and better coming off of injury. Hasn't gotten in a flow just yet, but getting an opportunity here in Nashville, and thought he played a solid game.
Free throw missed by Chandler Bing as Amari Allen has fouled out of the game. .25 points for Amari, and both free throws missed by Bing. 6-point game, 20 seconds to go. Bethea trying to make it. Nope, Reitzel with the ball now. He will stop, he will rise, he'll fire, and he'll miss the three. Rebounded by Vandy. Final 8 seconds, and the Tide's not going to foul. Bama had its chances, but they're going to fall by 6, 96-90. The final score. Vanderbilt a winner. The Tide falls to 1-1 in the league, 11-4 overall. The Doors perfect at 15-0. They are 2-0 in SEC play. Postgame coming your way in a moment on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Are you ready for your winning moment? Find it at Wind Creek Casino, where the action never stops. Hottest games, loosest spins, more ways to win. We've got the highest payouts and the most epic rewards. At Wind Creek, there's a win waiting for you around every corner. Wind Creek Casino. Find your winning moment. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Coleman Coliseum gives the Tide a big home court advantage. When it comes to your home, count on Tri-Green Equipment to give you a big tried-and-true advantage with our lineup of John Deere equipment. From riding mowers, compact utility tractors, gators, to large agricultural equipment, they've got serious game. Plus, the tried-and-true Tri-Green team is always there when you need an assist. Stop by one of our locations or visit TriGreenEquipment.com. Proud sponsors of Alabama Crimson Tide basketball.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End of friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you're planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Today's highlight is brought to you by Toyota. At home or on the road, they're never the underdog. Toyota, let's go places. Get 1.99% APR for 36 months on a new 2025 Toyota Tacoma Hybrid. Offer valid through February 2nd, 2026. Zero down for well-qualified buyers with approved credit and financing through Southeast Toyota Finance. $28.64 monthly payment for every $1,000 financed. Excludes tax, tag registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details.
Bama fans, why wait to start your college journey? With the University of Alabama Early College, high school students can earn college credit from UA now, online or on campus. Students are eligible after completing the 9th grade with a 3.0 GPA or higher. Thousands of students across Alabama and the United States are already part of the Crimson Tide tradition. So don't just cheer for the Tide, join it. UA Early College. Legends start here. Visit earlycollege.ua.edu to learn more. Roll Tide.
At Alabama, you know what it takes to be the best. You don't win it all year after year by being a copycat. You do it by setting the standard, by being the original. And that's exactly what Guthrie's is, the original. The original chicken finger restaurant that started a Golden Fried dynasty. So keep the Golden Fried game day tradition alive with a gut box loaded with chicken fingers and that signature sauce. It's a winning combination every single time. Guthrie's, the original chicken finger restaurant.
Welcome to the Regents Postgame Show on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield. Get your University of Alabama Regents Visa debit card or prepaid Regents Now card today.
Bama goes down to Vandy 96-90 on the road in Nashville. This is Tom Stipe, Chris Stewart, and Brian Pasick. Welcome in to the Regents Postgame Show. Put an extra Roll Tide in your wallet with the University of Alabama Regents Visa debit card or prepaid Regents Now card. Order it, regents.com/Go Bama. Regents, the official bank of the SEC. Quick look at the final stats. Bama's leading score was frankly amazing. Amari Allen, 25, 11 boards. Holloway added 22. Philon had 18, but he went out at the 16:06 mark in the second half. Vandy was led by Tanner with 29. McLaughlin had 12 boards. Jemison added 11 boards. And pretty much everybody had lots and lots of fouls. Star of the game was presented by Texaco. Unbeatable shots, unbeatable plays, and the unbeatable mileage with Texaco with Tech Run BP. Seems rather obvious. The last guy standing, Amari Allen, best star of the game.
Yeah, listen, he's a star. And right now our concern is the situation with LeBaron Filon. We have not been told anything. We're glad that he was on the bench, but moving forward for this team, hopefully LeBaron's okay. But Amari Allen is turning into a star in this league, and he was terrific. 25 points, 4 assists, 11 rebounds, a perfect 12 for 12 from the free throw line. And considering that Alabama was without LeBaron Filon in the second half, Aiden Sherrill for the entire game, and several other key players that were in foul trouble, Alabama's right there. And there are no moral victories in the world of Nate Oates, but it's a long season. This statistically or analytically was Alabama's most difficult game of the year when you look at the predictive Ken Palm analytics. This was Alabama's most difficult game, and that includes number 1 Purdue, number 1 Arizona, on the road here in Nashville against a top 10 team in Vanderbilt. And Alabama had a lot go against them. This was a game that you could have won if some things happened that didn't, unfortunately. But I thought Bama did a lot of things, and all things considered, kept fighting in a night where things were not going their way.
And honestly, BP, they looked tired down the stretch, playing with a short roster, guys out, guys in foul trouble. The legs were just gone.
And oh by the way,